Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations. And to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David that are scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth. We out here another week to prophesy, to teach the word, to come out here and wake up the hopeful elect. All right, and pretty much to just get into these scriptures, man, and break it down the correct way. Because in these latter days, you got a lot of false prophets and a lot of false teachers among us. Bringing in damnable heresies. Using these watered down doctrines to make merchandise off of Jake. And so we got to put everything in perspective, man. Scriptures say to try the spirit by the spirit, whether they be of the Most High, because many false prophets are going out into the world. And that means that you're going to have way more false prophets than there are real true prophets. So that comes in for you brothers and you sisters out there. You're going to have to pray for that discernment to be able to know who has the spirit and who don't. Otherwise, you'll be led by a false spirit, a seducing spirit. And there's a lot of them out there, man.
Can I throw one quick something out there?
Go ahead.
Because in these last days, you gotta remember, the internet, you can sit there for hours and search until you find what you're looking for. As this word gets more scarce and the famine of the word actually hits, it's gonna be a lot tougher for you to know. You're just gonna be happy somebody's using the name. You're just gonna be happy that they wear fringes, and that's gonna be enough. But the doctrine could be way off somewhere.
Right.
Okay, so you gotta already lock in. Well, matter of fact, if I can get this, I had it in Timothy, 2 Timothy.
Yeah, because you don't want to come into this thing and you're trying to heap to yourself teachers having itching ears, and you're gauging your teachers based off of external, characteristics.
And your feelings.
Your emotions. You're looking at him and you like how he's presenting the word. You like how his garment look. You look at this organization that look like they got wealth, they got money. They got all this plush production on their videos. But when you actually evaluate their doctrine, there's all type of holes there. You want to actually look into what they're teaching, and you want to test out their spirit based on what the scriptures say. And that's what separated churches like the Church of Berea, because they actually went into the scriptures to see if what Apostle Paul was teaching them, if it was accurate. All right? That's the type of attitude that you have when you come into this thing.
That means you gotta study, man. You gotta get off your ass and use your brain, do research, and see if these things are true.
And real fast. And you got this is the time now. Now is that grace period where you can make the mistakes and try it out and figure it out, because the time is coming where you're gonna have to have it.
Yeah, the elder quoted 1 John 4:1, so I'm gonna read it and go into that word try. It says, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because many false prophets are going out into the world. That word try is G1381, dokumazo, and it says to test, to examine, to prove, to scrutinize, to see whether a thing is genuine or not.
Hey, you gotta, if I may, you gotta understand, your life and salvation is on the line. So you want to take the time and care to make sure that who you're being led by is a real leader sent from the Most High. How do you try that? How do you test that? Do what they speak. Does their doctrine go back to the scriptures? Does it line up with the understanding?
It says more. It says to discern, to approve, to recognize as genuine after examination. It says to
because remember, like the scriptures say in Hebrews, was it 4:12, for the word of the Most High is more quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. Rightly, and not only does it pierce through the soul, the bone and marrow, but also it's a discerner of the intents of the heart. So you can go into the scriptures and you can actually
see what the teachers
examine
purpose is about
through the scriptures. Certain guys, their actions, their intent. And that's how we can see guys like Nate is full of shit. These other leaders of these other groups, Tazaryak. This guy, he right now, like he's starting to become just as popular as Nate. I'm seeing him on all these different platforms. He's debating everybody, and that's how he's getting his name up.
Yep.
But we see that Yahweh Shai, he made himself of no reputation.
Yep.
So you read the scriptures about Yahweh Shai and his character, and then you evaluate these type of dudes and they represent the leadership. What he's doing, does it coincide with what Yahweh Shai represented or how he walked when he was on the face of
How
the
do you
earth?
disrespect a righteous man, a prophet, saying he wasn't in the truth?
Right.
Right.
That part.
But he baptized Yahweh Shai.
Right.
And he was validated by Yahweh Shai.
Bro,
Yep.
Yeah.
What Apostle Tahar said hits pretty heavy when you really think about it. He said, damn, how did he say it? He said, basically, damn, I lost it, my fault. But he said something big. I'm sure it'll come
Yeah.
back in a moment.
And you
Notice
notice
something about that.
Yeah.
And, the things that a lot of these other camps be teaching, it always seems to be geared towards benefiting them in the long run. Like, okay, we might be here another so and so years, or the recent thing you just spoke on, the 2/3 is not going to be destroyed in America. It's always something geared towards just in case, something in the back of their mind, because they really don't got faith.
I was gonna say, you're saying like a plan B.
Yeah.
It ain't no. This is the only plan.
Yeah.
To receive salvation through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, through Yahweh Shai come and deliver His elect. There's no other way, as it says in John 10. You know, they trying to go up another way.
Yep.
You know, you got to go through the door. You got to go through the straight gate. The straight gate is Yahweh Shai is going to lead us through that straight gate. You know, these guys are trying to change the doctrine to cater to this world, to cater to niggas that's on the fence. You know, if you to cater to niggas that's lukewarm. You know, if you on fire for this, you got to be on. If you really believe in this, you got to be on fire for it. Like the brother said, you got to teach. You have to study. You have to look into words. Go into history. This is a full-time job, and these guys is just, you know, they playing with this. It's like,
And while you're doing that, you got to take yourself out of it.
oh yeah, of course.
This is the root word. It says dokimos, right? And it says in the ancient world there was no banking system as we know it today, and no paper money. It says all money was made from metal, heated until liquid poured into molds and allowed to cool. When the coins were cooled, it was necessary to smooth off the uneven edges. The coins were comparatively soft, and of course many people shaved them closely. It says in 1 century more than 80 laws were passed, basically to stop the practice of whittling down the coins in the circulation. But some money changers were men of integrity who would accept no counterfeit money. They were men of honor who only put genuine, full weight money into circulation.
So what is the analogy going into this truth?
Yeah,
They're not watering the doctrine down. They're not mixing it up. Because we know that they even would mix the metals with impure metals,
That's it.
trying to give it more weight.
That's it.
And that's what these other guys are doing with their doctrine. They're adding in, oh, you can be a hip hop star, or you can have a podcast that go into worldly things, you know, but using it based upon the ministry.
You try to mix it with the ministry.
Exactly.
On the outside, it looked like the real thing.
Right.
That's like the gold-plated chain.
Yep. Yep.
Get 2 Corinthians 2 and 17 real quick.
You got a little more now?
Yes, a little bit more. It says, but some money changers were men of integrity who would accept no counterfeit money. They were men of honor who put only genuine full weight money into circulation. Such men were called dokimos, and this word is used here for the Christian as he is to be seen by the world.
I shun not to declare unto you the whole counsel.
Yep.
It's 2 Corinthians 2 and 17. For we are not as many which corrupt the word of the Most High, but as of sincerity, but as of the Most High, in the sight of the Most High, speak we in Hamashiach.
Now look up that word corrupt in the Greek. Because a lot of guys in these positions, they're guilty of that. They're corrupting the word of the Most High, and they're doing it on purpose. You know, but it takes discernment to be able to see that. You know, some of you dudes is probably getting handed portfolios with a suitcase right up underneath it with cash money in it, and it probably got listed all the doctrines that you need to teach if you want this money.
Certain ones to stay away from.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't teach the MOTB.
Yeah.
It's a microchip.
Name,
Yep.
Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Some dudes are starting to get away from teaching against the Edomites. Don't even talk about Esau. Dudes are tucking their tail and don't want to say nothing about Esau. They're closer and they know that pressure is going to come. So dudes are starting to tuck their tail. So they want to water shit down.
Yep.
They did that a while ago. It said, don't talk about Esau. It said, he used a scripture, I forgot. It said,
Somebody in his congregation was
be things for with all men.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, even the brotherhood or something. I think, I forgot what verse, but it's also in the New Testament. But
It's
Romans
got-
12.
yeah, he tried to use the scriptures to try to justify not talking about Esau. You know,
It was a dude in his congregation.
Yeah, it wasn't him directly.
Yeah, it was a dude that was up under him.
That's what he always do, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You have another random guy.
Which is also
Take the
another way to see,
Yep.
like going back to where it says try the spirit by the spirit. If that organization
Yep.
continuing to change their doctrine up, they keep switching it up, they keep remixing it, they're not staying consistent on what they're teaching, that's another way to know that that's a false prophet.
Yep.
All right.
The spirit at that group.
Yeah, because then on one end they'll teach that you're gonna burn in hell, but then on the flip side, Nate'll come on a platform and say, "No, hell is just a condition."
Yep.
Yeah.
You break it down the right
Which one?
way.
Yeah, he'll break it down right one day, but then you'll hear somebody in his organization teaching the complete opposite.
Yep.
You know,
No consistency.
you gotta, yeah.
This is the word for corrupt in 2 Corinthians 2. The Greek word is kapoluo.
Yep.
It says to be a retailer, to peddle, to make money by selling anything,
Mm-hmm.
to get sordid gain by dealing in anything, to do a thing for a base gain.
Hey, and
That's what you're doing
Ouch.
with the word.
Exactly.
But you have to watering it down in order to get that pay. You know that if you give this word away the way it's supposed to, most people are going to reject it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if you water it down and sell it,
Yep.
they'll buy it.
Yeah.
It made me think of the interaction, and I know it's probably gonna go down at some point. The interaction with Frank Lucas and Nicky Barnes in American Gangster.
Mm-hmm.
Nicky, why you gotta change it, man? It was perfect like it was. Why you gotta change it? It's mine. Once I got it, it's mine.
Yeah.
That's what these guys are doing. They want to change it so it fits them. Well, you can call it black magic. Why you gotta call it still blue magic? You know? So it's the same thing. Why are you still calling this the truth, knowing you done switched up and watered it down in different places? They still want to act like it's that original pure for the guy that don't know. But when they have that real pure, this truth, that unchanging doctrine, it's a clear difference. But now their palate ain't ready to handle it. You're supposed to be making their palates ready to handle the real truth.
Right.
Not be adverse to it. So when they take, I just reject it.
Yeah. It's like if you water down anything, if you dilute medicine, if you dilute certain drinks, they don't have the same effect. But it's like they get just enough of a taste of it to where they keep on coming back because they're not getting the real thing.
Yep. Fast food.
I got a precept. This is Proverbs 24 and 21. My son, fear thou the Lord and thy king, and meddle not with them that are given to change.
Yep.
Yeah.
For their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them both?
Yeah, you don't meddle with them that are given to change, man. Because the Lord, His word doesn't change. If you change it, that means that you're either taking away or adding to the scriptures. You know? So that means that you pretty much got to adulterate. And I believe that's one of the definitions. What does it mean to adulterate something? To alter it up, to water it down, to doctor it up. And a lot of dudes, they're handling the word of the Most High deceitfully. And we can see right through it.
Part
The
of
mark of the beast is sin.
Yep.
Give me Job 10 and 14.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now Marcus.
thou markest me. When I commit iniquity, thou markest me. See? That's what that's talking about, brother. No.
That was the
See, a simple person that don't have discernment,
Yep.
they would have been like, damn, I like how he how he cross-referenced that.
That brother D.
Yeah, that was
That's a
man.
cut precept.
Yeah.
You know?
Them GMS guys don't know what they talking about.
Yeah.
It ain't no Michael J.
Yeah, for all you guys that took the bag, just know when the height of Jacob's trouble happened, and you're the top of the list because Esau gonna know where you at.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, that's like you want to go to work, right? But you get a W-2. Like IRS know where you at.
Yep.
You get paid under the table. You don't know. You don't know.
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
You know?
Well, most of y'all got the 501c3.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So that's the main way he's gonna track you down. He could track you down through that statute.
A lot of you guys got it after the example of
Yeah.
what happened to ICGJC
Yep.
with Tazadaki over there.
Yep. And you got a physical building, a school.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
All that went
Yeah.
together. Yep.
The etymology of that word. The etymology of the word adulterate. It says to debase by mixing with foreign or inferior material.
It goes back to that account of that money.
Yep.
Hey, they're basically whittling down to put what? Dross within it, man.
Yep.
You know, to put leaven onto it, which is weakening the purity of it, man. Which ultimately makes you what? It makes you a false prophet, man. It's that simple.
Yeah, a little leaveneth the whole lump.
Right.
You know? Yep.
It is Sirach 5, and I'm gonna start here at 9. It says, "Winnow not with every wind, and go not into every way, for so doth the sinner that hath a double tongue."
What does the wind represent? Actually, y'all brothers. What does the wind represent? It says to go not into read it again.
This Sirach Ecclesiasticus 5 and 9. "Winnow not with every wind,
Mm-hmm.
and go not into every way."
Winnow not with every wind. What does the wind represent? Doctrine. Philosophy, doctrine, teaching. Don't go into every doctrine. There's a lot of doctrines out there. And that's the reason why the apostles, they stress that brothers that are in the circle stay consistent with the teaching. We learned it from the apostles and elders. Stick with that. Don't go outside of the perimeters of that. Because we all got to be consistent and we all got to speak the exact same thing.
Right.
We don't need no contradictions in our teachings.
A lot of the beginning of Apostle Paul's epistles, it started with the sentiment of speak the same thing. You know.
I desire that each of you.
Yeah. Who quote it, bro?
Yeah, he said, "I desire that each of you." That's just like just an example.
Yeah.
So
Speak
what
the
did
same
he
thing.
say?
Don't change the doctrine. You know.
Anybody read it?
Yeah, I got another quick precept and go back to that. There's Ephesians 4 and 14 to answer that question as well. It says that we henceforth be no more children,
Also get Hebrews 13.
tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness.
Hey, it's like you looked that up before. Somebody can get that word. And just like Google or Edom.
That's like the street magicians.
Exactly.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly why. Yep. So it's
Yeah.
word.
Like
Sleight of man is
some
more deceiving.
some of these men, they're well studied enough to know how to manipulate the scriptures
Yeah.
and present it to you where you think that he's really giving you the truth. He sounds very convincing.
Yep.
You know, like with Nate, we see through his tricks. You know, like it's like through a fine glass, but it's the way he presents it that gets a lot of these jakes on the street. He brings it with a more theatrical tone. Well, you think that this dude is like, oh man, this dude sound like he sound like a man of the Lord. He sound like
speaks it with passion.
He speak with a little passion,
a little bit of
emotion.
controversy mixed
yeah,
in.
a little emotion in there.
Yep.
Raise his voice a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
See these guys,
act
like all of that.
You know what?
It's like a code of personality.
It
Same thing with Alizar.
Yep.
A lot of people was had by this dude because he was well presentable when it came to speaking or orating
Yep.
in front of people.
Yep.
But then he also, because you know he got that lingo down,
Yep.
knowing how to
Culture.
speak like street niggas talk.
Yep.
You know, he sound like a West Coast Cali gangbanger. He ain't even from Cali. Nigga from Washington.
Yep.
You know, but he was able to master that and mix that with knowing how to orate and speak. You know, with public speaking. So a lot of people were sold on this dude. Now realizing they don't know this dude's whole character. And that's what's missing. Jake don't, as far as they go is, I like how he said what he just said. And I like how he looks.
Yep.
But they don't evaluate your character.
Yep.
That dude was a complete nigga.
They like how he presents
Complete
it.
nigga.
Presents the word. It's like,
But that's why complete niggas is who, I don't mean to cut you off.
That was who gravitated.
That's who gravitate to him, niggas.
it's like presenting something on a platter. It's a nice platter. It's presented, but a nice steak.
Yeah.
You present it, but it tastes like shit.
Yep.
That's how they come, because the shit represents their doctrine.
Right.
You know.
And Jake stay getting grifted by that.
Yeah.
You wonder why Jake is the main ones that are victims of these scandals and getting grifted. You know, where dudes is getting over and finessing them for money. That's because you Jakes, you're so damn simple. You're easily how could I say it? Basically, you're impressionable. You're naive. You know, it's easy to impress you. You know.
Yeah, but
that's why they telling you what you want to hear and they taking your money. You know.
And that's
all these organizations that we're talking about. Why is it their main focus? Not one of their focuses is money. Is that filthy lucre? They got to push a certain type of doctrine to get that money in. We already know what Al-Azhar and the Sakara was about. ISUPK. What's the UPK? Yeah, ISUPK. The same thing. They push for filthy lucre. That's why the brother went into Zariak doing all these debates and showing up on all these podcasts because they get a bag. You know.
Romans 16 and 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and of offenses contrary to the doctrine which you have learned.
And this is even this is even a third different version of the word mark within the scriptures.
Yep.
You know, we know the one he brought up, and Job. There's another one.
The word in Job, I believe, is shamar, which basically means to observe, to watch, which is really the equivalent to the word mark in this verse. Scopeo.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And avoid them. For they
Wait, but this one said, but avoid them.
Avoid them, yeah.
You see what they going off? Oh, see they going off. Let me avoid it. You got it?
For they that are such serve not the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, but their own belly.
That's and hey, going back to the word being a discerner of the intent of the heart.
Yep.
But dude is constantly doing shit, and it seems to revolve around money, like the gimmicks that they do. Debating they pay to get into them debates, or you doing it on these platforms online, but you getting super chats.
Yep.
You monetizing your content. So either way, you're doing it for money. We're not stupid. Okay. You can tell.
It's a video. It's got a commercial on it.
No.
5 damn ads.
Yeah, the ads.
And then if you want to see this part of it, go to my Patreon and pay this amount, and you can watch the rest.
All the what is it? All the exclusive content.
Yeah.
Got DLC, bro. Downloadable content.
Yeah.
Imagine if the apostles, or even Yahweh Shai, imagine if they had a Patreon.
Right.
You gotta
Could you even imagine that?
Right there.
Ain't that insane to even just to imagine? The Lord ain't finna do no shit like that.
And Nathaniel was doing that way back in the day, bro.
Yeah. On his
Way
videos.
back in the day.
He'll cut the video short right in the midst of the edification.
Yeah.
You know, and then be like, oh, to get the rest of this,
Yeah.
go here,
Yeah.
pay this. What the fuck, man?
They didn't learn from Jermaine Grant.
Same.
That dude had a tour bus with his image and everything on
He
it.
had a doll, bro.
See?
Yeah, his little action figure.
Yeah, action figure, bro.
These niggas feel like we're gonna do it different than he did.
Light skin.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I got a little bit more.
You done?
No, a little bit
Go
more.
ahead.
And by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple.
See? You gotta watch that, man. Even if they know how to speak very well, you still gotta pay attention to not only what they're saying, but you got to hold them accountable based on what the scriptures are saying. You got to know when certain men are just talking out the side of their mouth and they're not speaking thus saith the Lord. You know? See, in a Christian church, they just sit in there all day and can't wait to get out of there. They just sitting there and they hearing what the dude is saying on the pulpit. He ain't saying too much. He's just telling you some shit that's making you feel good for the moment. And then he tells you, all right, now it's time to pass the collection plate. And then, you know, making sure that the dude on the keyboard, the dude on the drums is on point, hitting the right notes.
Choir.
The choir, everybody singing.
Anybody that been in the Christian church, you know, that choir or that band, they be hitting when they be passing that collection plate around. It should last. I'm telling you, it should last like 10 minutes. Because they got one collection and then they pass another one around. You know,
shit is demonic. It's demonic.
I've been in churches where they got ATM machines in that motherfucker. Real shit.
And the scriptures say the simple believeth every word, man. You're not supposed to just believe whatever somebody is saying. The brother read the precept from the very beginning. You know, to try every spirit, you know, whether they're of the Most High, man. Don't believe every spirit, because the scripture says whoever is in a lot of a teacher, they're supposed to speak as the oracles of the Most High. When you go into that word oracles, it means that as if the Most High is speaking through you, man. Okay. It has to line up with what's written, man.
And that's the thing. Nobody, the Christian church, and that's the whole blueprint, because things are just left unchecked. If it wasn't for the real prophets that are coming in here, and you guys hate us because we always double checking and making sure things is right. So you mad because we're offending the people that do it, but we're doing a service unto you to make sure that you have the opportunity to hear it the right way. Now, if you choose the wrong way, that's on you. It made me think of Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. But that's on you if you choose to take the false doctrine, even though we went back and checked it and broke it down for you the right way.
Right, they get mad because they feel like we're getting in their business.
Yep.
But they don't realize that this is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's business.
Thank you.
It reminds me of the story that was in Acts where the guy was getting mad because they was messing up his money. Selling
Demetrius.
Demetrius.
Selling
No. Alexander the
Coppers.
Oh,
But it's the one that he was making idols for Diana.
Diana, They was getting pissed because they was messing up their money, and that's how they feel about us. Like, damn, why GMS always gotta call us out on this and say this and go into, you know, call it, you know, they just don't want to be called out.
But it's a double thing.
So lucky it is Demetrius.
It is Demetrius, right?
Silversmith.
Silversmith. Hey, because the biggest hits they get is when Great Millstone comes in their videos though, and corrects them when they get on. That's when it really hits the hardest. That's when they get all the views.
And see, Great Millstone, quiet as kept. That spirit of, you know, going into the layers of the scriptures and going into the root words and the Greek and the Hebrew.
Yep.
We were the main camp, starting with the apostles.
Yep.
They was the main one stressing that.
Yep.
Before all these other groups start to go into the same lane. The blue letter, who made the blue letter prevalent?
Yep.
It was Great Millstone.
Yeah.
Then these other groups start to want to go into the blue letter. You know, and they don't even know how to use it right, because we have the, you know, and the spirit is heavy. We can even tell when the blue letter goes off. You know.
Yeah, we see when they make the updates, man.
Yeah.
You know, and they change it all the time. You know? But when you go back to the old videos and brothers going to the blue letter, it's like, wait up. This word is supposed to be here, man.
Like Deuteronomy 23:7.
Yeah.
That's
Thou shalt abhor neither might. Hey, and that's crazy because Nate and them, they still teach it that way. They still teach that we ain't supposed to abhor Edomite. They don't even know that that's a clerical error.
Exactly.
It's actually supposed to be Assyrian, which really is Aram, the Aramean people. Instead of Adam, it's Aram. Because the Da and the Ra, the character, they look Similar.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's a little tiny slight difference.
Yep.
But whoever's translating, they can easily make that error and think that it's talking about the Edomite.
Adam and
Aram.
yeah.
Adama and then Adawam.
But the difference is, our apostles had us writing in Aramaic, so we can learn those different things. So we can read them
Right.
and then translate them back into the Paleo.
Right.
You know?
And that's why they get stuck. Like, who was that said that? Was it Yawasab or Asaph? When he was like, well, why not just read it in the English?
English is all right with me.
The English is all right with me, you know?
Yeah, I remember years ago, if I may throw this out there, years ago, the former head of Dallas, right? He asked, was it him? But it was, I think he was still in it was the guy that branched off, I believe, from IUIC.
Deacon Shakya.
Shakya. And he asked him, he was out there and he asked him, he said, do you practice Easter? That's like the English.
Right.
So do you practice that? And they were stuck.
Yeah, you read it in the KJV, it's right there.
You're gonna just do what that say.
Right.
So that's kind of how you can't go with surface level things.
Okay.
Can I bring out the prologue? Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is Ecclesiasticus 1 prologue. All right, I'm gonna jump around, but basically I'm gonna just yeah. I'll read the first couple of sentences. It said the prologue of the wisdom of Jesus, but Jesus it was Yahweh Shai. So
it's a different Yahweh.
Yeah, different Yahweh Shai.
The son of
It's
Sirach.
like Joshua names Yahweh Shai as well. It's the son of Sirach, whereas many and great things have been delivered unto us by the law and the prophets, and by others that have followed their steps, for the which things Israel ought to be commended for learning and wisdom. All right. And it said, and wherefore not only the readers must needs become skillful themselves, but also they that desire to learn and be able to profit them which are without, both by speaking and writing. Jump down, it said, trying to find where it says, okay.
It's a long sentence.
It said, wherein we may seem to come short, actually go up a little bit. It said, and are addicted to these things, might profit, but more in living according to the law. Wherefore, let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and to pardon us, wherein we may seem to come short of some words, which we have labored to interpret. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them.
See?
Same depth, same understanding.
In other words, the more it gets translated, the more watered down
Telephone game.
it gets. The meaning gets watered down.
Yep.
That's why Esau right now, he can use all type of word manipulation and deceive you easily. They do it in the court system all the time. You know,
especially with the court system, how everything is a lot of the stuff is written in Latin.
Yep.
And in certain terms, like, you get confused. That's why a lawyer can charge so much for representation, because of the wording in certain things. It's simple. They can break it down in a simple form, but you know, it's kind of like a code, you know, that these devils put it in.
He said, and not only these things, but the law itself, and the prophets, and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language.
There it is. So yeah, you don't just read it for face value, just because it's written in the English. It's been translated, you know, throughout various times, you know, and that's because the English language itself, it was constantly evolving, constantly changing. So that takes for you to have to continue to, you know, translate it, you know, which is a work in itself.
Called linguistics.
Yeah.
Then it took what, 11 years to translate the Bible, the King James version, from the Greek, the Latin, in the Hebrew,
Yep.
and what 50 something scholars
Yep.
do it. So
Translators, yeah.
you know, translators, yeah, scholars, translators to. So it's not an easy task,
Right.
but you know,
But the internet is,
yeah.
man, it don't get easier. It
The
is
blue
never
letter
going to
makes
be
it
easier
very
than this.
easy. Like the
Yeah.
blue letter makes it very
Yeah.
easy, man. You know, we have the tools. It's right there.
And those tools are set up for us to use them
Mm-hmm.
for the edification of this. That's why I'm here, I think. Yeah, if I may. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15 says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High God, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So you have to study and go into these things to rightly divide the word. But here's the key: you won't get the understanding unless you do it.
Yeah.
All right, but like, what else you gonna spend your time doing when your salvation is on the line? It's your salvation. People devalue how important salvation is because everything's calm and collect, and easy right now. But when all shit hits the fan, all hell breaks loose. You're gonna see how many people gonna be wishing they trimmed their lamps.
And that word for study to show thyself approved. I believe the word for study is spoudanzo. And it literally means to be diligent. Somebody that's constantly searching the scriptures and making sure everything is on point and accurate, and you want to make sure that you're on point when you actually teach it and speak it, and you don't want to deceive no one. That's somebody that's being diligent. And that was that it. Spoudanzo.
It says to hasten, to make haste, to exert oneself, to endeavor, to give diligence.
To endeavor, to give diligence.
Endeavor was go on a journey. Hey, go down a rabbit hole with that word. Get all the meat off the bone, we say. Another something I was gonna say, the apostle, well, all the apostles do it, but the apostle Har says it probably more often, that sometimes you can do a lesson on a prophecy, on a topic, on something, or you can just go into a word, and that'll open up so many other lanes.
Words and root words.
Exactly. You can go 40 minutes on one word.
Yeah.
That word, mark, any of those words, Mark, can go, with a length once you get into it. Just showing the difference.
Cosmos,
Yep.
oikomene, or
World, the word world.
world, different words that you can go in.
That are important.
Yeah.
That's another one that's an important word. In some of these words, you can't get the understanding without getting the deeper, without taking that endeavor into the meaning of it, down to the root.
If you don't go deep into these words, you're gonna end up Christian. You're right. You're gonna have a Christian understanding when you don't look up, the actual meaning of these words and these scriptures and breaking it down the right way. You're gonna be straight up Christianized, man. You're gonna be believing in Easter. You're gonna believe in the hell doctrine. You're gonna believe that Mary literally didn't conceive actual seed from her husband Joseph. You're gonna believe all those things, man. But you gotta. That's why it's important to go into it.
Expand your vocabulary, man, because your vocabulary will be subject or restricted. If you only going by the English, that's gonna be that's gonna be all you know. But if you go into other languages, if you go into the actual definitions of these words, it will broaden your understanding.
Like, remember years ago when we used to go back and forth with these guys over Deuteronomy 22 and 28 and 29, and we used to always tell these dudes, let's get rid of the emotions. Everybody, let's lose the emotions and let's deal with what the text actually say. And when we would go in, we would get down, and dudes would still keep their emotions in it.
Why y'all love this word? Why y'all love this breakdown so much? Y'all love that. That's why.
Bro.
We don't love that. We love breaking down the scripture.
Right.
Make it say something else. It says what it says.
They used to what they'll do is, when we bring out Deuteronomy 22, 28, 29, they'll say, oh, well, it's not talking about that. Here's the precept. And what they'll do is they'll go to Exodus, where it talks about if you entice a maid, and Just real quick.
Yeah, no,
just
okay.
real quick. Go to that, bro.
Spit game or whatever.
Yeah, that's how they used to present it. Because these dudes are so damn emotional, and they don't want to piss off they female audience.
Yep.
Kind of
You know?
application.
Yeah.
Yeah, word take don't mean take was top 5, I believe. It succeeds to grab.
Yep, Exodus 22:16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and he lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Now that's if you want to say in this scenario, he was spitting game to her.
Yep.
He whatever he said, it worked like a charm. She got wet inside. She got loosened up. He got her,
swept her off her feet.
swept her off her feet. You
You know,
know,
all these words, you
Yeah.
can't take them at face. So you really just sweep the knee like Johnny did Danielson? Like, no, that ain't what it's talking about. It's
No.
talking about you got to go deeper with words. But they'll keep those type of analogies in there, but
Yeah.
don't recognize when they're in the scripture.
Yep.
Basically casting over his way
Yep.
into the ponytail.
Yeah, that's what that's talking about. So now you got to go and have her sit down with her pops and be like, hey man, I couldn't help myself.
Yep.
She was all right with it. It happened. Here's the shekels.
Yep.
You
$5.
good? We're finna have our we can still have the ceremony if you want. Y'all want to hook up something to eat, have everybody come over,
Yep.
bam. But when you go to Deuteronomy 22,
Yeah.
it's a complete different
Yeah.
scenario.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
And that
There's a
one-
difference between laying hold
Yep.
and enticing.
Yep.
It's two different things.
Yeah.
But these dudes are so emotional, and they want the we in the English.
Yep.
It's basically describing the same thing, brother. You're not supposed to treat the sisters like that, brother.
Like, duh. We know that.
I got
But-
the Hebrew word for
I like
entice.
Go
It's a pathal. It says seduce, entice, or persuade someone, especially through flattery, charm, or smooth talk.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
I got the Deuteronomy 22.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 22:28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. When you look up lay hold, it's the word tapash, which means to catch, handle, lay hold, take of, seize. Well, to lay hold of, seize, arrest, catch.
It keeps saying siege. Siege.
That is.
Man, that was fast. That's probably the heat.
It said to catch, grasp with hands.
Yep. That sounds way different than just
Entice.
enticing somebody. This is physical.
Yeah.
But see, dudes can't keep their emotions aside when it comes to this. They still have a Western way of thinking. So when we used to have these encounters with these dudes, that was the issue. They wasn't willing to actually study and see what it's talking about. They just let their emotions get the best of them, and it led to them slandering, assassinating brothers' characters, using it as a way to denigrate and basically to take away the credibility of our speaking.
Bro, even Esau would go into those words.
Wait.
Yeah, you're like, this is totally different. Two totally different scriptures.
Yeah.
You know?
Gotta get down to it.
And I'm pretty sure that same word where it says lay hold is the exact same word used when you go to Deuteronomy 21. In Deuteronomy 21, around the 19th verse, when you have a child that waxed stubborn and was rebellious and gluttonous and was lazy and didn't want to listen to his parents, the parents had the authority to basically complain to the elders of the city that child is being disobedient.
Yep.
And the elders would be like, all right, bring him out to the city so we can stone him. And what was the parents instructed to do? They were supposed to lay hold on them
Yep.
and drag them to the gates of the city.
Right. They're supposed to-
That's not a come on, son.
Enticing.
Come on, son. Come on, you
Hey,
gotta come with us, son.
Let's go a little deeper than that. How you gonna entice him when he's rebellious already? He
Right.
ain't listening. He gonna listen to you now. You gonna say something different. You couldn't entice him to do the right thing before it got to that point.
Yeah.
So that don't make common sense.
Don't. So clearly this is a physical action.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you apply that same logic to the scenario with the woman that's not betrothed, and you happen to do the same thing, and you take it. That man don't get put to death. That man's supposed to break bread, spend that money on the father, because that was his father. That was the father's investment. The daughter.
His possession.
That was his possession.
Yeah, we gotta say this disclaimer. You believers out there, don't go.
Don't do it.
And rape a woman.
You
bro.
better not do it.
No, don't do it.
No.
You an idiot if you do that.
You won't to get not just because even then,
Yeah.
that's why I was saying top dollar.
Right.
Because you don't know if she can cook, if she can bear children, if she believe in the Lord. You
You don't
gotta
know
pay
what you
top,
just.
how valuable
You
she
don't
is.
know what you just got now. You
Yep.
stuck with that for the rest of your life.
And you gotta pay top
And you
dollar.
gotta pay top dollar. That was very expensive. 50 shekels.
Yeah,
That wasn't no little money.
exactly.
So much.
It's Esau's kingdom, so you can't do that, man. You know, Apostle Paul said all things are lawful, but not expedient.
Hey, put it this way: in the kingdom, we ain't gonna do that.
No.
We don't need to do that. They're gonna come to us.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the point. It's not to be done, but if it happens, this is how you judge on it. It's just that easy to break down.
They're not virgins anyway. What you see,
Right.
it's wrong altogether.
Yeah, man. But see, you got to leave your emotions out of it to understand these scriptures, man, and put yourself in a state where we wasn't westernized. All right, we didn't do things based on a colonized mentality. We had our own set of cultural standards and laws and how we dealt with certain things. You've been completely colonized mentally on this side. That's why you think the way you think. So you're gonna see it from that perspective. You're gonna think that it's crazy. But again, I guarantee you, if you were to jump into a time portal and go back to the ancient world, back to when we was in our land, and the mindset that you have here, you try to bring that back there, you probably wouldn't make it 5 minutes.
Hey, you can go just back to Little House on the Prairie times, and far closer to what it was in the ancient world than now. And that was what, maybe 100 years ago, something like that. Little House on the Prairie. It wasn't that long ago. So the mentality is just shifted according to this man's rule now. The way he's so strict over things. Now that's all it's about.
Feminism shit.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That was it.
That's all it was. Oh, so you already broke it down. Yeah.
Right.
It's actually the same word too. What you said?
Yeah.
Lay
Yeah.
hold.
Lay hold. Yeah.
It's the same word.
Yep.
Yep.
The physically, you talking about with the sun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Right. If somebody can give me, I believe it's 1 Corinthians 14 and like the 20th verse.
Hey, the elect gonna get raped when the Lord comes, man.
Yep. We're gonna
It's
take
going
it later.
in the seasons.
Yep.
You know, just grab us up, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's elect. You know?
Come up out of her, my people. You know, that's the season. You know?
That one scripture in Jeremiah, for I would take one of a city to a
that's the
family and
word.
bring them to Zion.
Right.
He said, I'm gonna take you.
Yep.
So you're gonna be snatched up away from your family because you're probably one of the chosen out of your family to return back to the Lord, man.
Yep.
When we all learn this thing and our mind just got taken,
Yep.
and now all you can focus on is just this.
Yep.
You watching nothing but video, you binge watching
Yep.
videos and constantly in the scriptures,
Yep.
and your mind just got sieged.
Yep.
Yeah.
Taken
The
by
Lord
force.
the Lord took you.
Uh-huh.
He took it.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, it's okay.
Hey, and guess what? You're his woman.
Yep.
Israel is the Lord's woman. So yeah, he took his wife. What's wrong? Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
I was gonna go a little further and
You
say
know?
there's an understanding that you have to have with the ancient mindset. Like you gotta understand how people are thinking. You wouldn't leave your any woman ain't gonna be out after dark.
Nope.
She ain't gonna be out in a situation. She gonna have either she had brothers that was gonna be with her or she can't go.
She gonna be covered up.
She gonna be covered up. It ain't gonna be none of that enticing type stuff.
And usually, women that were betrothed or married, they will wear something
They dress a
with a
certain way.
signet or an emblem,
Yep.
or anything that hints that they're married.
Something that covers their head or their face.
Yeah, they be
or
veiled up.
That's perfect, man. That's good.
Yeah.
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 That prevents you from looking at a woman that's taken.
And letting that lust
Now
take
you
you
have
over. Yeah. No.
sin in your mind
Yep.
because you don't know.
Yep.
That's it's perfect. This setup right here is stupid.
So now these women got their ass out.
The whole time she married.
Yep.
I think that's something.
Yep.
This is Jeremiah 3:14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, one of a city.
Whoa. See that?
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm gonna take you, cause you my woman. You know? Yeah. Go
And I
ahead.
will take you, one of a city.
Look up that word "take"
Yeah,
You
kind.
got it.
in the Hebrew.
H39:47. It says lakah. It says to take, to lay hold of, to seize,
See?
yep, to marry, to take a wife, to snatch.
Oh. See that? Yeah. Get snatched up, man. So hey, the elect, they got snatched up spiritually,
Yeah.
and then when Yahweh Shai comes back, he gonna physically snatch him up.
And that's what I was just thinking. It's a different word from the physical part because when he first took us in this instance, like you said, it takes our mind, takes our spirit,
Yep.
and puts his spirit on us.
Come.
Hey, which is part of cultivating, right? And your possessions, what? The husbandry.
Yep.
He's ultimately what? Making sure the land is tilled how it needs to be, making sure certain qualities are within that land in order to bring forth the increase of that seed, man.
And removing all the impurities from
Yep.
the elect.
Yeah, the
You know,
weeds.
so it's, you know, being renewed completely. You know, then we'll receive the new bodies, the new spirit, or the new, you know, the second covenant. That's right. Our spirits will be refreshed. You know.
Just a little more. It says, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, one of a city, and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
Yeah, it is. So hey, we got to encounter the Lord, raping his elect.
Yep.
But see, like I said, you can't be simple-minded. You can't be emotional.
You can't be westernized.
You definitely can't be westernized, man.
You gotta.
That's why I had you
know
somebody
who
get
you
1 Corinthians 14.
Same people that get offended at what you said to be the same ones that say, "Oh, Jesus is my husband."
Yeah.
They'll say stuff like that.
When they watch like a Game of Thrones or Conan the Barbarian, they find nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how men back then were, man. Rough.
Yeah. Yeah, and they love them shows, like you said.
Exactly.
This is 1 Corinthians 14:20. Brethren, be not children in understanding, howbeit in malice be ye as children, but in understanding be men.
See that? But in understanding, be men. Be a man about it, man. Men, they deal in logic. We deal with facts, reality.
Yeah.
Emotional niggas, you just in your feels, man. There's certain things that you just can't accept. You know? The Lord ain't dealing with he ain't dealing with that, man. He's dealing with men. Remember to show yourselves men. So you even gotta think like a man too. You know?
Yeah, some of these niggas offended at putting other nations in slavery.
Yep.
You gotta be rough to put somebody else in slavery.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they're offended that you can have more than one woman.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What about her feelings?
You really been emasculated on this side.
Yeah.
For you to even be offended at that idea of having more than one woman.
Remember that? Was he from? Was he from like India or somewhere?
Oh yeah.
That was Afghanistan.
Was it Afghanistan?
Yeah.
He was like, told the white man, how many wives you have? I just got one. He's like, he laughed.
Yeah.
He laughed at him.
Yeah.
Say no.
Oh, yeah, 19 of them.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, because it's a certain. I ain't gonna get into it because it ain't
But-
important for this journey to get to salvation. But when you actually tap into what that's going into and why and what it means in ancient cultures, man, it's a thing of honor, honestly. You know, especially to have your women in your household in order. But I'm just keep it simple like that.
Yeah, Jake will say that, man, but then have a side woman, bro.
Yep.
Like, what type of shit is that, man?
Yep. Somebody he ain't treating right. That he just, you know, like have a concubine out of an Israelite woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But anyway,
Yeah, that's come on, man. We're supposed to be a nation of kings and priests,
yeah.
right? Like picture this, right?
Yeah, I got it.
The world was made for your sakes, and
Populated.
if you're of the elect, you was with Yahweh Shai when all this got created.
Yeah.
If you got to participate in that, to come down, but then you got to subject yourself to what a woman got to say,
But you done made 8 times more women than men.
bro.
But there's all these
You
long
gotta come
ass
down
women
to
out here.
subjugate yourself to how she feeling,
14.
bro. We're in a worst case scenario
Yeah.
when you think about that. Nah, man.
Both sides.
The world was created for our sake.
Yeah.
Everything in it.
Jake not reading it like it's them.
Even the people, even the nations,
Yeah.
Yep.
they were made for our sakes to rule over them.
We're gonna possess them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's in the law.
Hey, we're doing
If
them
we're gonna
a
have,
favor
bro,
by ruling
having
over
more
them.
than one woman with like,
We're doing them a favor,
bro,
by having-
they even gonna get to see how easier it is.
yeah.
Oh, they gonna love it.
Cause right now, they either when they by themselves, they can't handle it,
Yeah.
and when it's just them and you, she can't handle that.
Yeah.
Cause she gets bored when it's just
Yeah.
you and her for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
She get bored.
Right.
Shit,
And then she get to complaining like,
4 to 6 years.
I just
somebody steps out.
because she has to be used to tasks and doing certain things around the house. You start to feel like
This is all
it's
my life is
just,
about.
this is all I can do, and it's just me on my own. So basically, you got to take the load on your own. But just imagine if you got other
Help.
help,
Friends, sisters, if you want to
and,
call it that.
yeah, y'all helping each other out, y'all
Hang out.
and hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, women are selfish. They like to call men selfish because of the way that we think, but they the ones that's selfish because
Yep.
it'll make everything easier for your household. You don't have to be overwhelmed with the kids or with the doing the house, the work around the house.
I'm gonna add to what you're saying. We are selfish, but for the right reasons, in practicality, because it just makes sense. They're selfish even to their own detriment.
Yeah,
They're selfish. Okay, my bad, brother.
Even
My bad. I used to ask women,
yeah.
was it better to be? You remember this one? Is it better to be have a piece of a man or no man? Most women today say no man.
yeah,
Yeah.
Think about that concept. A piece of a man, you meaning you got to share him, or no man. A lot of them say no man, knowing how hard it is out here.
And they lie when they say that, because
It's all emotion.
what they mean by that is I'm not committed to one man,
Yeah.
but I get to deal with all kind of men, because that's what they eventually gonna do.
Right. That's
They're
the
gonna be
other
hoes.
part of it. That's the other part they love about
But
it too. Yep.
if you say no man, as in you can't deal with no man, it's just you, and you're not finna deal with no,
Yep.
what they call it,
F-boy.
F boy,
Yep.
friend with benefit,
Yep.
none of that. You can't deal with
None
no
of that.
man. It's
Yep.
just you.
Yep.
She'll fall into depression.
Yep.
Especially
She'll turn into a cat lady.
Yep.
She'll look like Janet on Poetic Justice in the beginning of the movie.
Yep.
That's how she'll turn out. Because it's not meant for a woman to be by herself,
It ain't.
and they know that. but it's just you and him, eventually she's gonna grow unhappy.
Yep.
But if it's you, him, but there's other women in there, now it's like, okay, y'all bouncing ideas off of each other.
Yeah.
Y'all, you know,
Motivating each other.
y'all motivating each other. One person can do this to take the load off of this person.
Yep.
You know, y'all could take turns
You're better at
doing
one
certain
something
shit.
than I'm better
So you
at
could take a
something.
break at something.
Yeah.
They don't even think that far. They just thinking about their own selfishness.
Yep.
They're westernized, bro.
Yeah.
This is what the serpent threw out there for them, and they're starting to see it. They saw it come to pass, and the Most High laughing like, okay, we're gonna do this experiment and see how well it work. And it looked like for a while, 60s, 70s, when they ain't need no man, and they neck rolling and finger snapping and giving a hand and no scrub, all that was wonderful. But as Jacob's trouble gets closer, we're gonna see how you really feel about it. We see you now.
And you saw that one in the, she was in her car. She had like braids or something like that, but she was basically saying, hey, I don't care what you making. Like I really don't care. Like whatever it is I can do.
Yeah.
I just need a man.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever. She was saying that.
What is she fucked up in her past? You know,
Yeah.
to get her to the point to say that.
Yeah.
She's messed up now,
And
man.
it ain't even Jacob's trouble in it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where she's begging for a man.
She catching some type of hell
Another one was
to
a
make her
brown skin chick.
get that down.
They all over.
That's rare form for you to talk like that. That's rare.
They're a little bit real, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
I
But she
got
realized it's gonna help.
I got something quick for you. Sirach 26, Ecclesiasticus 26 and 5 and 6. It said, there be three things that my heart feared, and for the fourth I was sore afraid. A slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
One of the worst things that can happen in life. Women that are jealous of one another, or you jealous over one.
Because even within that system, it'll still be a system of checks and balances, man. You know what? That's why women are always comparing themselves to other women.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, one woman you have may have a little bit more weight than the other. Well, guess what? That woman that whose body is better, she can motivate, that woman, more, man.
The other one might cook better.
Yeah, the other one may cook better. One may bake better. Hey, y'all can talk amongst each other instead of talking to y'all friends, man.
Might be able to teach you a little something too.
Yeah. Exactly. But y'all both got qualities that can help one another.
Exactly.
It's somewhere in there for a reason. If the man is doing what he's really supposed to be doing with that scenario, you ain't just supposed to be just more women, more wives. That was never the purpose. That's a Western mindset.
Yeah,
I got a bunch of hoes.
They think it's gonna be a music video.
Yeah.
Or a big freak nick or something. Tip drill video. That's not
That ain't what it was set up for.
That's not what that's set up for. That was set up for nation building.
Yeah.
When you go back, if I may,
Yeah.
real quick, when you go back to Genesis 29 in the 29th chapter and 30th chapter, why did
It showed a little jealousy.
it showed the jealousy and it showed the humility of the women to be like, look, I can't have, like Rachel was like, I can't have no children, so let me go ahead and give him a third wife now.
Yeah.
Maybe that she can bring me some honor by having children.
That's why I took 4 women.
Yep.
One had 6, the other 2, or the other like 3 had 2.
Yep. Each. Yep.
That's it, right? Yeah, 3 had 2.
Exactly. So that's you start to see the mentality, and they still have the jealousy going on, and you can see just when you extrapolate a little bit, you can see Jacob was frustrated, man.
Yep.
That wasn't nothing but a demon.
Yep.
When the kingdom set up, there ain't gonna be no demons that will basically try to torment the Israelites, man. No demons.
I seen a video of this chick. She asked her it probably was a parody or whatever, but the chick asked her boyfriend, like, whenever you get to where you're going, if it's gonna be some other women there, just send me a picture.
What?
He sent her a video just that the chicks was talking like, hey, we understand we're girls too, there's nothing to worry about. And all the girls in the comment was like, oh, he would have been gone, he would have never seen me again, and this and that. But it's like, women, they're very simple, man. They don't really know what they want. They was convinced into wanting something else that's really not what they need.
That's cool. We don't need this much.
All right, got it.
Hey, I looked up that word jealous, right? This is in the collinsdictionary.com. And it says in the British English, jealous, in the first definition, it says suspicious or fearful of being displaced by a rival.
Yeah.
Look at Hagar.
Yeah.
Hagar and
Sarah.
yeah, Sarah.
Sarah was jealous.
Yeah.
And you know what? That puts me in mind like a woman when she gets a husband, that man desired her for a specific reason, and it's not always for sexual purposes or for her physical attraction. It was some kind of characteristic in that woman that man seen.
Yeah.
These women, when they get into a relationship, they get complacent, they get comfortable. They don't continue to do better and try to outdo who they was when that man met them, so they can keep that man.
Yeah.
They get comfortable, they start overeating, they start getting lazy, don't work out, and it's like. That's why you so worried about the next woman, because there's another woman out there that's on her shit, and you worried that man is gonna desire her.
Because you know he can get them. They know you can still get them. You know.
Yeah.
But
It's like
The
real-
cook,
that's
hey,
what- it's like-
you went from cooking every night to maybe twice a week. You sometimes you'll do the dishes, sometimes you'll leave them stacked in the kitchen. So he got to come home from work and still see stacked dishes.
No food on the table.
No food on the table.
Complain.
Earlier on, it wasn't that much complaining at all. To now, every day, there's something you finding to complain about.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that steep decline with time, and you wonder why you're feeling suspicious that he might be seeking a replacement.
Yep.
Now, according to the law, we can't really replace you unless you commit adultery. You commit a fornication, then yeah, we can put you away and move on. But we can't put you away, so we can't really replace you. But you know what we could do? We can
Deal.
we could do what David did.
Yeah, right.
Remember what David did?
He ain't give her no
Yeah,
He didn't give her no rod of correction. But he had somebody else, a few other women he could tend to.
Correct.
It didn't stop him.
Yeah.
he still not probably. He still took
Nowadays,
care of her.
Yeah.
nowadays these women, bro, they gonna leave.
Yeah.
They gonna do it behind your back.
Oh,
Trying
yeah.
to do that to them.
Oh yeah.
But they in the ancient world, you stepped
Yeah,
out.
they understood the consequence.
I mean, but dealing with King David was,
Yeah.
you weren't dealing with no ordinary dude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He had the power to put your ass away.
And these women, this is crazy. Talk about this. These women today, they have niggas like Shaq. They have niggas like, like high profile niggas in this world today, and still be cheating on them.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause they
so that
simple.
shows you something that just ain't right. Like who? And they be clear. Everything else is a downgrade, But you still just something else
Bro, it
that
ain't-
just ain't hitting right.
I just see that. It's crazy that this topic coming up. I wasn't gonna even talk about it, but it was a video I was watching earlier before I left. This dude, he was with his girl. Well, he was with this chick,
Yeah.
and he's an ex-NBA player. And there's this other dude. He's a content creator. He was just talking to the guy. He was off to the side. He was talking to the guy. Trying to do business with him, like trying to.
From King.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. And then she just came out of nowhere, interrupted their conversation, which in the ancient days that would have been off with your fucking head. But she interrupted their conversation, went straight to the dude talking about, hey friend. The dude gave her, shook her hand, and she's like, no, you know what? I'm gonna get a hug. And then just kept on interrupting their fucking, it's like.
I gotta read. Sirach 20:36 and 24. He that getteth a wife getteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
Yeah.
That's what the wife is supposed to be. But going back to the first part of the verse, he's a possession.
Yeah.
So when our people went so far away from the law, statutes, commandments, and the ways of the Bible, she act like you her possession now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's just everything is this devil flips
To the
everything
left,
upside
to the
down,
left.
and
From
plague
women with a husband,
got
bro.
people's minds. Mainly these women.
Selfish.
Yep.
No, what you got?
I got Sirach 7 and
That's what I was
26.
doing. I figured you probably gonna have it on purpose.
It says, hast thou a wife after thy mind?
That's the point. You ain't just choosing because the hips is wide, bro. The yams is chunky. That ain't what you're choosing off of. You're choosing because, okay, I need certain services provided in my life, in my house, or whatever. What is that for?
Yeah.
Okay, you got playthings for that. There's an avenue for that if that's the case. We don't really need all that now.
It's like you
We
see,
ain't-
Man, there was a meme that a brother posted on the chat where it has like on one side it has a Edomite woman and she looked like she's in shape.
Yeah, the cartoon drawing.
A cartoon
Yeah,
drawn on one side it's a Edomite chick
Yep.
and she's in shape and
In the
it has her
refrigerator.
in the refrigerator. It got all the fruits and vegetables and all the healthy foods.
Right.
And then on the other side you got Eve
Yep.
and she's obese of course.
Yep.
And got a bunch of bullshit in her.
The colors.
Yeah, bro. It was
It was all colorful.
It was
on
a
the
cold
Edomite
ass
side.
meme.
The other one was all brown. It's jewelry,
He's got soda in the crib.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the
cereal,
trash
hot
and poison.
pockets.
Yeah.
Another one that it was like just like that, but then it was like the husband was like, hey, can you make me something to eat? The end she was like, oh, make yourself something to eat. I ain't so maid, I ain't so slave. And then the Edomite chick was like, you know, like, yeah, whatever you want, my king, you know.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How's thou a woman according to thy mind, man?
Okay.
You know? She's willing to instead of draw your the energy down from you, she's willing to
Yeah.
help energize you.
Hey,
You know?
it's in
So that you can, you know, go each day to day so that you can master yourself, man. And she's with you, whatever purpose that you serve, she's with you on that purpose. That's what you desire a woman for, man. She's there to help assist you in your purpose. You're not getting with a woman just for you know,
yeah, for box.
to you know, make your toes pop and shit. You know, that's not the end all be all purpose.
Okay.
You know,
If I might read verse 25, Sirach 7 and 25. Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. But give her to a man of understanding.
Yeah, it's so jacked up nowadays. The fathers of these daughters, you know, they're bugged out. They're in the spirit of, you know, being worshiping under women, man. So that whole Esau threw off the whole well, it's a curse from the Heavenly Father, but you know, the Lord used Esau as a tool to throw off the whole dynamic of family structure, man. You know, so majority of these men that have daughters out here, man, they don't teach them how to be, you know, women, modest women.
Okay.
You know, so.
and the fathers, they usually are not picking the suitable mothers to be able to groom their daughters towards motherhood and how to be a wife and have you know, the modest apparel and to be in order and be decent and chaste and so on and so forth. They don't have that. These dudes is knocking up fucking 304s, thoughts. Bitches with big tattoos all over their arm and thigh. Sexy reds.
Bullet holes and shit.
Yeah. Project holes.
Yeah.
Hey,
You know?
but I was gonna add this to what you're saying, but that's okay. That's why you have the one that is that though. That may not be able to have kids no more or at all or whatever. That may be able to handle, but like she see what she need. You know, what to help you give that girl what she needs to, you know, your daughter what she needs to grow up to be a well balanced woman. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what this is about, man. Okay, you may have, like we was talking about that word in Deuteronomy 22 earlier, right? You may have had that. Damn, this bitch, she can't do this. She had kids, but she can't cook. She don't know how to guide the house. But then you get another one to help fill in those, check off those boxes, man.
And then
Hey,
when
the
they
majority
don't
of
know,
you American women ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
You know, it's tons and tons of women
You think
on the other side of the world.
all
the
over the
passport
world.
brothers is on to something. That and what that's supposed to do is not to put you online to complain, but to put you back in the house and start working on yourself. Not in the school, But going in there realizing, hold on, let me learn to shut the fuck up for one, and take instruction with a smile.
Hey, going back to the jealousy part, right?
Yeah.
When it got viral that men were going overseas to get their traditional women,
Yeah.
it made the women over here jealous.
Yeah.
You know, and they saying that the attention is no longer on them, and the men are taking their own money and their time and their resources, and they're giving it to other women on the other side of the world. And these women already feel entitled to it just for existing over here. You know, but they're not learning and taking notes from those other women as to what's, you know, what are the qualities about these women that's attracting our men over here to want to go over there, and have a whole and basically once they go over there, they don't even return, they don't even come back.
Yeah, they be trying to stay.
They sell everything and just move over there, get a visa,
Yeah.
and you know, stay over there.
Because the majority of women from a third world country, she's more humble.
Yep.
She knows what it is to go a day without fucking eating.
Yeah.
She knows the struggle. These women out here, they're proud. They're filled with pride. And they're comforts. So they're able to fucking make their own money. And they puffed up with pride and saying, I don't need a man.
And that pride is all come from
You know?
that Esau, man. Esau allowed these women to have that pride, to build up that pride, to over their men, you know, to have say so in the household when she's supposed to follow her husband. But what did Esau do? He removed the husband out of the household. Therefore, the woman, you know, she was put in a position that's not natural to her to lead.
You look good.
Yeah,
It sounded good.
it looked good until them boys you start to raise, they became grown men and start telling you what to do. And I'm not coming home, and then
You heard about this, right?
What?
About the spoiled ass teenager. He might have been in the early 20s. Mama gave him everything he
I seen
wanted,
that,
and he
yeah.
offered.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Offered for the insurance money.
That was like.
he was a rapper. He was a rapper, right?
yeah, this nigga from Chicago.
Monsters, bro. It's a monster.
And she gave him everything he wanted.
She created the monster.
Exactly.
And you know what? That's the thing, bro. Because a lot of these women, the reason they're not able to have accountability and acknowledge, you know, pretty much just examine. It'd be so different if women just examine themselves, but they enable each other. Women, they really hate each other because they give each other the worst fucking advice. I seen this video where this you know, this social media chick, you know, she put her life on TikTok or something, and women was telling her, hey, you know what, go get your own money. You ain't gotta, you know, be independent, you know, this and that. She went and got her own job. Now she has a husband, but when she actually went and got a job and was, you know, having to put forth money, they like, oh, why you got that man having you pay bills? Why you got him, you know, having you spend money? You know, you don't need that man. And it's like, which one is it? But women, they give each other the worst advice, man, because they themselves don't know what the hell they want.
Right. You have a panel like these panels. You have these women giving advice on marriage and relationship. But the main thing is that they ain't got no fucking man. Where your man at? Why you not happily married? But they up there giving advice. Like you said, women, they get the worst advice.
That Kendra G bitch.
Yeah, yep.
She's a perfect example of that. Kendra G. Oh my goodness.
Is that the older woman? She's like
She tried to act like the female Kevin Samuels.
She's on. Oh, bro, I can't
Yeah,
stand
was
that.
actually be on his show.
with the wig,
Yeah, he rebuked her.
with the weave and shit.
Makes me mad every time I see.
Yeah, bro. Imagine a chick like that trying to give you advice on to be a wife and a hot. What are you gonna say?
Hey, you going fresh and fit. So like, you going fresh and fit. And what they have women that are actually married from other countries, giving the other women in the panel and on the camera, of course, right? How to make it work.
Right.
So I'm just supposed to set up and not do nothing? Yeah. Just do what he needs. Just cook his meals and suck his dick and then yeah. If you want, especially if he said, and then what's the Myron? He was like, yeah. And the higher up of a man's value, the more and more you got to do those things, and the less and less you actually get to be seen for who you are.
Yep.
And it's true. Yep. Like, cause you, but they'll accept somebody, you know, like a what's the other guy? Tate. They accept this guy having 4 or 5 different women.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a precept real quick. 1 Corinthians 11:1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Mashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinance as I delivered them to you. I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High Yahweh.
It's been that way since the garden. That order been here since the garden. Eve, when she learned that tree of the knowledge of good and evil, it would make her wise. She didn't think about the experience of it.
Yep.
She just saw that, hey man, damn, that sound good. That look good.
Side effects.
She didn't anticipate what came with the experience of eating from that tree. She didn't think about the repercussions. Because now, look at how these women are complaining now. I gotta pay all these bills. I don't even have enough money to spend on myself.
You still gotta get a hand. Because you ain't got a man, so you got.
Because you ain't got a man,
hair,
right?
Nails.
You don't have an extra income.
Yep.
So, yeah, you got to take care of all that. Yeah, you got to pay the cable. Yes, you got to pay the electric bill. Yes, you got to pay your phone bill. Yes, you got to pay your car insurance. Yes, you got to pay your mortgage. If you living in a house, if you own your house, yes, you got to pay a car a repair, maintenance on your vehicle. Yes, yes, you got to change your tire every now and then. Yes, you got to get oil change every now and then. Yeah. Take a guy coming back.
Yeah, bump in the night. Yeah, you got to go down and check to see if somebody in your house or not. I put the flow bird. Okay.
He always be disrupted.
Yeah, this whole post, bro.
Yeah, those is just the the necessities. Not to mention everything they like doing on the side.
Yeah.
I got that Isaiah 3 and 16. It says, moreover, the Lord Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head, the daughters of Zion.
Yeah, the daughters of Zion are the Israelite women. And the Lord put a curse on the so-called black woman that she won't grow no hair. You know, that's that scab on top of her head.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't understand why they go to the beauty salon and buy up all this hair. This is a $5 billion industry. You know, and they just get from that scripture. The Lord cursed the so-called black woman. Bro. You got it.
And the Lord will discover their secret parts.
In the secret parts, they're, you know, these women, they come out the house wearing nothing, man. You know, like, shit, wearing them sheer one bodysuits, you know, from Sheen and shit, you know, showing all their assets, man. Which that only supposed to be shown with their husband indoors, man. You know.
In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling.
The Lord is taking it away right now, man. And back then, you know, that was a prophecy that, you know, really took place with full force during the Greeks, man. And Antiochus Epiphanes, you know, and the Greeks, you know, basically seized Jerusalem. You know, stopped the food from coming in. Basically, there was that Jacob's trouble back then, man. You know, women was getting raped, you know, famines, you know, and women were looking horrible, you know. So the Lord, you know, they basically humbled the so-called black ones, the southern kings, you know.
In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calves and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands.
Ain't these bonnets these whores wearing now. It was beautiful head garments, man. They was wearing, man. You know, made with the best of materials. You know, they look beautiful with those things, man. Not the bonnets now, man. You know?
And the tablets and the earrings, the rings and nose jewels. The change.
Our one back then was decked out, so the Lord is gonna take all their goodies away from them, man. All their trinkets, you know, and put them in the humble spirit. You see it now on TikTok, YouTube, on social media. These women are desperate out here, and it's gonna get worse and worse, man. Gotcha.
I'm gonna go over to the NLT, Isaiah 3 and 22. It says, party clothes, gowns, capes, and purses, mirrors, fine linen, garments, head ornaments, and shawls.
Breaks it down what you were saying in NLT for you.
Instead of smelling of sweet perfume, she will stink.
Majority of Israelite women stink, bro.
Yep.
Because they put that fragrance on them, but they don't eat right. They don't bathe, you know. They don't have that natural scent to smell good, man.
Yeah.
You know, even back in the Persian Empire, Xerxes. Yep. You know, he made his women basically take a bath of frankincense and myrrh for like a year, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why those women, they had a natural, pleasant aroma coming from their body, out of their pores, you know, down in their private area. It naturally smelled good. They ain't masking it with no fucking Summer's Eve and all this other shit that these women use. You know, pH balance. No, the way you balance your pH is to eat right. You know, to drink water, to take care of yourself.
And don't be putting all these male chemicals in you.
Right.
Put one man's chemical in you. That's it.
Playing the harlot.
Yeah.
Bacterial vaginosis. That's a lot of these hoes out here. That's what they got.
And they say that one hoe, the plug bitch, Lena the plug.
Oh yeah.
She got some type of.
She has,
Yeah, they say she stinks like a halitosis or something.
Yeah.
That's her breath. No, that's her breath.
Well, they say,
Body odor.
and they say,
from the inside.
Yeah, from the inside.
It's just rotten, man.
and they say them women with them BBLs,
Yeah.
they smell like fucking sewer.
That's what they were
It's
saying.
chemical fighting.
But a lot of them they get fat removed from other parts of their body and get it put in their butt. So that's fucking damn near dead flesh in your body.
That's disgusting.
Odom said this. Yeah, all the most things.
They said that it's called sit down here, bro.
Backshot here.
There's the curses that the Lord put on our women, man. And they still walk around proud.
Proud earth. But never address the issue. Okay, you gotta address the issues, and this is what the Bible does. The Bible addresses the issues. Okay, as brothers talked about, you go on that Daniel diet, and your things start changing. You start seeing things clearly. Get off all them goddamn hot pockets and preservatives and all this other stuff. Yeah.
That's the big thing in seafood oil. Yeah, lobster and shit.
It says she will wear rough. It's like verse 24. Instead of smelling sweet perfume, she will stink. She will wear a rope for a sash, and her elegant hair will fall out. She will wear rough burlap instead of rich robes. Shame will replace her.
That sounds like a woman that's been trapped in a war zone. You know? Because normally in a society where there's no commotion, there's no war, nothing like that, she's gonna be well kept. She's gonna be clean. She's gonna be sanitized. She's gonna, you know, a lot of the time she doll herself up. Make sure that she's presentable. But if you take away all that, it looks like you just came out of like you was a prisoner of war.
Yeah, POW, right?
You know. And that's how a lot of our women. That's how they be looking.
Yeah.
You got, you know,
Walmart.
wounds and scars, burns.
Yeah.
You know, you big. You smell.
Skin is all dark face, blotches.
Yeah.
Hey, and we saying this. Hey, and if I can, let me be clear about why we're saying this. we're not saying this because we hate you.
Nah.
We're saying this because we're telling the truth, for one. And for two, this book is what's going to cure all of that. Okay? If you really, for you women that do believe, you can already, if you're already rehearsing the righteous acts and doing this, you already seen the difference from when before and after. You should already be able to see the difference if you haven't, Great Millstone has plenty of videos on these topics. Okay, but for you that come into the kingdom of heaven, all that's going to be fixed. But it's about getting into that mindset of it being fixed on this side now. Working on yourself now.
That's why it says in Isaiah 32 for you women to rise up at our ease.
Yep.
You know, when it talks about being careless, it literally means to be complacent. Somebody that's complacent, they're in a self-satisfactory mindset where they feel like they don't have to do anything to change. They like themselves the way they are. They wouldn't change anything about themselves. You don't believe in improving, making lifestyle changes, and you know, making better decisions for yourself. You don't want to change anything. You think that you just good. You perfect. And that's a lot of these women here is because of that pride. That's why they're complacent. You look at how these men are leaving the country and formulating families with them other women. You need to be looking at them and seeing how what is it about them that's making men not want to fuck with me.
Yeah.
If you're complacent, you ain't gonna give a shit. You think that you just entitled.
It ain't your nappy hair, your dark skin.
No.
Because we like that.
Yeah.
We like that. You know, when you take care of it, we like that.
Yep.
When you smell good and you oiled up. For real, if you take care of yourself, we like that. When you don't, it go bad quick.
Yeah.
And they listen to each other more than they would listen to the one that they actually supposed to be trying to please. They can sit there and tell you like, look, this is what you can improve on. This is what I like, and they like. I like myself the way I am.
Dave Chappelle said,
Don't body shame. If you have standards now, or you body shame, right?
Mm-hmm. But they
You can't even tell them about simple shit like, hey, can you shed some pounds off?
Mm-hmm.
Just hit the gym. I'll go with you.
But they'll talk about that you short, or you know.
Yeah, you're not
things
over
can't
6
control.
feet, or you ain't making this amount of money.
Yeah.
The whole balloon show, it really blew these bitches' heads up. Like, you going to the show and you thinking someone's gonna pick you, and you got 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Toes hanging over,
right.
crusty toes hanging over the sandal.
And that you got 3 baby daddies, 3 kids, and you 26.
Yeah.
You think a man up there, a successful man, is gonna want to take you serious?
Right.
You know?
Especially with a fucked up attitude.
Right. Thinking you the shit.
Son.
Man.
The heels on. She gonna tell the dude something like, I don't like your outfit. It ain't giving. This bitch got some bear claws on her fucking feet. Like,
I was gonna say what you were saying a second ago. What Dave Chappelle said in a comedy special. He said, you know, you're reading these magazines and you don't feel good enough. So you trying to marry to the standard being 100 ways to please your man by some lady.
Right.
No, a man is gonna tell you firsthand what he wants, particularly your man.
Right. Exactly.
You know, hey, I like my steak this way. I like it quiet when I first get home. I like it, you know, it don't gotta be clean. I ain't sweating that, but I need, you know, he'll tell you whatever his particular situation is. Okay, but then you also gotta try to get yourself fixed up to a level to have a man of the Lord, or a righteous man.
And we understand you might go to work and shit, you tired. You know, we help you, you know?
Right.
Ain't like we just sitting on our ass not doing shit. Hey, bitch, do that. Do this. We help around the house too, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we can cook, we clean, we do all that shit too, man. It's not like we don't know how to do it or that we're not going to do it.
And for you men, just to say it in this moment right now, hey, it's important that you know how to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So you can choose a woman that, because trust me, women will attract to you when they see you know how to take care of yourself. They're attracted to you.
Lead by example.
And then you lead by example. So now they know how to take care of you.
And not only that is, they'll know that he don't need me. 'Cause he can do all these things
That's the
himself.
biggest thing.
You know?
That's the biggest thing.
And that goes into what you were saying. Man, if you could just cook and clean, Everything else is not really a big deal. But if you can do those things, you good. And the woman sees you as, damn, okay, I need to give him on my shit because he don't need me. What do he need me for? You know, besides,
if a man cook, clean, and work out, you know, that's just physical stuff.
Yeah.
Then he's got his mind into righteous things with this. He go to work, he pay his bills. Hey, he ain't gotta have a lot of money. That is a valuable thing. In this society, that's a real, especially if he's into this. All right. You got it, bro.
Isaiah 32:9. I'm gonna start at 8. But the liberal devises liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand.
What was that about the church man above it?
Verse 7. The instrument also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words.
Hey, he did that through the CIA through Gloria Steinem. He destroyed the poor, which was Jake, by using that movement to throw off the family structure, the family unit.
Some of them don't know.
Had her basically telling a lie that you don't need your men.
Women liberation.
And it just completely just destroyed the family unit, man.
And this bitch told you you don't need a man. Well, this bitch had a man.
The whole
Either
time.
white woman had a man the
Never
whole
left
time.
him. Never left.
Only your simple ass left.
Yep.
And figured out how to still get government assistance. That's
And now,
what they were doing.
yeah, and now your ass live in an apartment or project building.
Yep.
She still living in the
White picket
gated,
fence.
the white picket fence house with the dog.
Yep.
I got
You
one.
know?
Yeah. He ain't get the point.
Even when the needy speaketh right. But the liberal devises liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Because so when you go back to that liberal, he gave you, he said in Sirach 20, it's in the 25, I think, give her not too over much liberty. So he gave, what did he do with women's liberation? He gave you liberty. He gave you the freedom to do all kind of things that wasn't right for you, to where the boundaries were blurred, and now you're at ease.
And to not be held accountable.
Here you go.
And going back to what this brother said about what happened in the garden, you know, the serpent beguiling Eve. She know the idea of all of that looked good or sounded good, but she didn't consider the actual experience of it. She didn't consider what her estate would be if that actually came to pass.
Well, now she's finding out. She's gonna find out that hey, the feeling that feeling that came with being a single woman and empowered is fading away.
Yeah.
It's leaving. The Lord's taking that shit away. And now you're gonna know what it's like to not have a man. When you really want one and you really need one.
Yep.
And these times that are coming,
It's the worst time to be single
it's
right
the
now.
worst fucking time for a woman to be single. Because now you're vulnerable, you're easy pickings,
Hey, times is harder.
men are ruthless out here. You
I
talk
say.
shit to these men, you treated them wrong, you robbed them, you used them. And a lot of these men, they're gonna have that spirit of vengeance.
What was that video? Today is the day.
Stupid.
Today is the day. Yeah.
Tired of y'all shit, man. That's right.
Said, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women.
Look up careless.
Oh, there you go, yeah, see. No, the brother was
Careless, the Hebrew word batah, which means to trust in, have confidence, be confident, to be bold, to be secure.
That's that old society you was talking about when women were well kept. They were careless in those times. And this is America's giving you a certain sense of false security. But you see what your president's doing. You're taking that security away from you.
To feel safe, be careless.
Yeah, y'all were proud to be in college and boast about how you're the most educated, which really that's not true. You're the most indoctrinated and enrolled, but you also hold the most student debt amongst Jake. And guess what? Trump, he ain't too kind to forgive your debts.
Hey, even Trump was, a woman basically said Trump raped her and shit. Remember that? Yeah.
So he had
I forgot the bitch's name.
He sent- No, that's not. That's
I forgot her name.
Yeah, but it's a Edomite.
Yeah.
But you don't think Trump, gonna get back at you women, man? He got a little hatred for you women.
Shit, he gonna start by cutting off the SNAP
You doing it? Man.
and the
Doing it,
EBT shit. I mean, the EBT and the
Big
Section
beautiful.
8.
Big beautiful. And that's just Isaiah 32. Said
All these job cuts. Yeah, a lot of these women, you have some women that was working in the tech field too. They losing their jobs.
Government jobs.
Government jobs gone. All the federal jobs gone, slashed. So now that you ain't got a occupation, what are you doing now?
Right.
Bills are still piling up. Shit still got to be paid.
What's all
That's
that?
where that's where it's starting to set in. Like, oh shit, reality is setting in now. You're not as secure as you once were or thought you were.
I was gonna say, what's all that education gonna do for your ass now?
Right.
You got a bachelor's, you got a master's, some of them even got doctorates. What's that gonna do for you when you competing with AI? You competing with ChatGPT.
You got them degrees, and all you're doing right now is Lyft, DoorDash, and Lyft.
Yeah.
the word degree means to downgrade.
Yep.
What you gonna do when you got a lot of women that's trying to leave? I saw one where a woman was a lawyer.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
And she went to go do OnlyFans. A lot of them resorting to that. That just ain't nothing but online prostitution.
That's it.
That's temporary too.
Yeah, and that's temporary too.
And they ain't making that much money. You got to be like the super famous chicks
Yeah.
that got a gang of subscriptions to make money off of that. You just get on there and just create an account, and then think that a couple clicks, and now you're getting all this money. That's not how it works.
You gotta do the most degrading things to build it up.
Really, you pretty much got to go out there and just do it.
Yeah. And what's the kicker is, you think someone's gonna continue to hold that subscription to OF when they I gotta eat, or this OnlyFans shit? Nah, I'm gonna cancel that.
I cut my Disney Plus. You think I'm keeping my OF subscription? People
Right.
thinking like that. You know what I mean?
People gotta eat. People gonna have to eat. They gotta worry. They're gonna have to juggle different bills and shit. A man not gonna,
Hey, and the time that we in, it's gonna be like, nah, I ain't paying for shit. I'm about to come get it.
That's what I was thinking. The man gonna, if he burning, he gonna go take it.
Spend a lot of money on you, Diamond. Well, see you at the grocery store in the same food bank line. That's your ass.
It said, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Which are these jobs? Welfare.
And we can't forget about how the farmers, that whole industry is being depleted right now.
Yeah.
Like because of what Trump is doing, it's getting completely eradicated.
Oh, it says senior teenagers out there. Gen Z? Get the fuck out of here, bro. There's Alpha, and it's like Gen Alpha now or some shit. Stop.
Yeah, they ain't trying to switch.
Yeah, they ain't finna get out there.
Motherfuckers is online right now.
And all the ones that would have been out there working in the farms, you're deporting them.
Yep.
The ones that's willing to get out there, you
just set 'em up.
deporting them. You're getting rid of them.
Or if you're not deporting them, they scared to come to work.
Yeah.
They will possibly get deported.
You see them chasing them down over at the Home Depot up in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Just chasing people, macing them and shit. Like, damn.
Yep. So that means your food supply is gonna get slower. That means that the price is gonna go up because of demand. So yeah, it's finna get harsh for you, you sisters. All right, it's finna get harsh out there, man. That's why you need to be humble and down, or not.
Hey, we just seen it. We just seen the video. Was it this week? That woman can't turn the lights on in the house, can't use water, can't run his bills up basically.
Yep.
But she still got to cook, clean, and perform them bedroom duties.
Man, remember we was hearing about a few years ago when those moratoriums was ending.
Yeah.
So they was starting to kick people out. A lot of women was getting evicted.
Yeah.
But some of the women were complaining that landlords was like, hey,
Except another form of payment.
I'll take another form of payment.
We seen the one with the white dude. It was like, you know, why you acting? We've been doing this. Why you acting like it's a problem now?
I'm in a bind, mate. I'm in a bind, mate.
That's real shit though.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen because she gonna want that security of at least having a roof over her head. Because a woman out on the street or living in her car by herself, she's more vulnerable.
Yeah.
She's like, damn, well, I'd rather be inside when all hell breaks loose than to be in my car or be roaming the streets. Because at the end of the day, she ain't got no man. You know, she done kicked her man to the curb and she figured she could do it on her own. So a lot of women, like the brother says, it's really gonna be left out there. Like literally left outside.
Verse 11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
So of course you don't like this word because of the prophecy of it's gonna be trouble for you. We ain't just saying it's just gonna be trouble for you, it's gonna be trouble for everybody. But if you're not with a man of the Lord, if you're not a man of the Lord particularly, it's gonna be extra trouble. You know, you'll be able to bear it if you're a man of the Lord, but everybody else is gonna really struggle. And making it ain't gonna feel like a victory. Like what I'm saying, getting through certain situations ain't gonna feel like a victory. Somebody, first season, I think it was the last episode of The Walking Dead. The black woman on there, it was the white doctor and the black man at the end, they about to blow up the CDC. And she said, I don't want to go out there and have to struggle and fight for my life every day. You gotta try. There's something out there. She's like, nah, I'd rather not. And when you think about it, especially 6-7 seasons later, it was all struggle. You could have been out the game, you know, and in peace, up in, you know, because we understand. In the spirit world, in peace, bro. So, you got it.
Verse 12. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine.
All them subsidies cut off.
And see, the Lord is mentioning them things because He know that you will be in a comfortable state. You know, so somebody that's in a comfortable state, they're not going to take these words as serious. You know, they're not going to take it serious. You're so used to your comfort zone, and I'm not going to trade it for nobody. I'm not going to trade this comfort for anybody. Well, that's going to be your downfall because you didn't take heed to the message. Because you're going to be out there and you're going to be vulnerable. Who was second Ezra was at 16? You're going to mourn not having any helpers.
30,
you know?
30, somewhere around. Going in.
And that's why it's going to be easy to see the desperation when Isaiah 4:1 happens. These women are going to be in a desperate state of mind.
Yeah, a lot of men gonna die out here. In the World War III, and also in these these wars in the streets of America.
Yep.
You got Civil War that's coming. You know, you got race wars that's coming. You know, class wars, all types of wars. You know, all types of battles is gonna happen here in America. All types of death. So the men, they die first, man.
Yep.
So there's gonna be a lot of lonely women out there, man.
Two major scenes that people breeze over in the movie Book of Eli. First one is when he's walking down the street and he's up on the highway and he looked down and he sees
that woman.
travelers, the woman and the man walking. They just shot the man off the top.
Dude. They was
Right?
using them as a setup.
No. It was before that part.
Before that one.
Yeah, when he was walking, he walked up on the freeway bridge and he started, well, he wasn't looking, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so the man and the woman and the guys on the motorcycle came, they just shot the guy off the top. Then they started chasing the woman
Took her.
around.
Yeah.
He was like, no, stay on the path. It doesn't concern you.
Yeah.
It was about to ravage you.
Remember the movie Bushwick? First 5 minutes before when all hell broke
Dude was dead. 2 minutes in, dude was dead, and she was about to
She was
get
about to,
Deuteronomy 22.
Yeah, she was about to, yep.
Yep.
The posture.
Yeah.
Yep, the pot. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. You got it.
It's 2nd Ezra 16 and 32.
Yeah.
And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall
15,
grow.
15, right?
16.
2nd Ezra
The
16.
one you quoted.
It's in 16, I think it's like the 33rd verse.
Yeah, I'm right.
You got it, bro. My fault.
It says, and her paths, all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travail therethrough. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
Yep.
In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
Hey, but the Apocrypha is not canon dated, right? It ain't lying. It ain't part of the scriptures. Well, that's exactly what we read in Isaiah the 3rd chapter.
Yeah.
At the end. But it's saying what it's saying. Ain't gonna be no man to help you. Because the men gonna go out there without the spirit and get laid down. They're gonna get caught up. And that's the ones that don't get shipped out to the war. And some of you women gonna get shipped out to the war as well.
Yeah.
If I might get a, sorry.
Go ahead.
I just want to get a quick precept to go with that because it's going to be the same time. Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Yeah, it's talking about the man of the Lord and his truth. The Lord's gonna raise us up on this side, man. You know, pursuing Isaiah 65, 2nd Ezra, 2nd chapter. You know, we're gonna raise this man up, man. Hey, we don't have to pick of the litter, man. You know? And the women that's with us, man, better not say shit, man. You know?
And the
Lord's
reason,
gonna give us the power, man. You know?
and the reason that man is gonna be so precious and so rare is because, for one, those men are gonna have a special protection around them, man. And it ain't gonna be of our own might, you know. And some brothers gonna have spiritual power, but the rest of these, it don't matter how much money you got, how much you hit the gym. It don't matter about none of that. How many guns you got? It's gonna be a divine protection that's gonna be over the men of the Lord. That's gonna make them that precious.
Right.
That's it.
It's Isaiah 4 and 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our...
They'll be willing to do things that they have never been willing to do thus far, and like right now.
For their survival.
What woman today would actually say, I can be with this man. I'm gonna take care of myself though. He ain't got to do that. I just want to be able to hang out with him and be around him. You know. But when you look at the conditions that'll be going on through Jacob's trouble, now it's starting to make a lot more sense. You know, and that's why the multitude, I don't want to say it like that, but the many women that's around, the complete number of women that's around that man is going to be happy to be in that situation.
Virgins of a man of the Lord.
Can I read the NLT?
Yeah, we.
Isaiah 41 NLT. In that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man, saying, let us, you know, get into the 2nd Ezra, you know, the wars, gonna kill off a whole lot of men, right? It said, saying, let us marry you. We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old maids.
Yeah, all that whole boss babe mentality, all that shit going out the window. You a woman and you train Muay Thai, you train Jiu-Jitsu, you got your own business going for you, and you pulling in a lot of money, you pay your own bills, all that shit gonna go out the window, man. Because you're gonna desire to have a man of the Lord to be over you as your head.
Right. Any woman right now, like you said, if she trains jiu-jitsu, whatever, any woman that's living alone, that's by herself, she's vulnerable right now. Because, not just because she's by herself, but she doesn't have a man to give her wisdom on certain situations.
Yep.
Like a woman's by herself, and someone knocks on the door and says, oh, pizza man, or whatever, she gonna be like, okay, let me open the door. If she has a man, even if her man's at work, say, hey, someone just knocked on the door, saying, pizza man, you order a pizza? Like, no. Okay, her man's gonna tell her, don't answer the door.
Yep.
You know, But a woman without a man, okay, and bam, he could be in there, he could do whatever, you know. So so how much more in the time of Jacob's trouble, when it ain't no 911 to call, your neighbor next door is not gonna come when they hear a scream because they worried about their family, they worried about keeping their shit intact.
Yep.
So it's gonna be every person for themselves. So if a woman doesn't have a covering, she's through out there, man.
There's very few women left that are able to have their own shit anymore. Anyways,
Yeah.
well, everybody's moving back in with the parents,
Yep.
getting roommates, or staying in relationships that they don't want to be in
Yep.
because it's hot out here already, man.
Yep.
So it's very gradually, it's just getting worse and worse. The pains are increasing. They're getting stronger. The plagues, you know. So little by little, women are not. They're just not gonna be a woman out here that can say, I could do it on my own. That shit is going out the window.
And this is important. I don't know if you've done
Go
it,
ahead.
but it's important because the Lord is doing that. He's putting you back in a position of humility or death. You can take humility or death before he humbles the whole world. So you guys can to knock all that pride off of you and see what the truth about this situation between men and women are really about in the earth. Which goes back to what we was reading in Deuteronomy 22. The man has power just by having more strength than you. And you need to reflect that. You can't be up there talking shit. Don't get me wrong, the Indel can take a punch. But that's a punch. Can't nobody take a bullet. Can't nobody get knifed. Is she gonna really knife combat, hand to knife combat?
She can
Like,
take
come on,
getting
man.
around through a building.
Right, yeah.
Shit,
Smashed into a damn
By a
wall.
car, yeah,
One
right.
at the coffee store.
Yeah.
Jumped out talking shit still.
Yep.
Damn.
I did it though.
Angel might have to come down and punch Eve ass.
Yeah. The ultimate knockout.
You got demons that's keeping her.
Yeah.
But I put in on ChatGPT about Isaiah 4:1, and it gives context and interpretation. And it basically says, where it says, "In that day," this phrase refers to a time of divine judgment or calamity, often following the preceding prophecy in Isaiah 3, which speaks of war, social collapse, and the removal of male leaders.
Ooh.
The number 7 women, this is likely symbolic, indicating a disproportionate ratio of women to men,
Yep.
possibly because many men have died in war or judgment. Their proposal, the women say they will provide their own food and clothing, which were normally the husband's responsibilities, suggesting they are willing to forego traditional marital support just to bear the man's name. To take away our reproach, in ancient Israelite culture, not being married or not bearing children was considered a reproach or disgrace for a woman. Their desperation shows a loss of social status, protection, and hope for legacy.
Yep.
So the women in Isaiah 4:1 are clearly depicted as being in a state of social, emotional, and perhaps spiritual desperation. Their plea is not based on romantic love or mutual partnership, but on removing shame and security identities in a time of extreme crisis.
Security, protection.
Yep.
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 That's the AI.
Yep.
That's the AI.
That's from Chat
Yeah,
GPT.
man. They on point.
Yeah. You know? But the parking came back.
No, you're going to do it less.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man.
Hey, you can see the collapsing of this society, man.
Man.
You can see it, man. But hey, a lot of Israelite women in Great Babylon, the Lord don't want them, so hey, they're gonna be put to death over here, man. In America, man. You know?
I don't know if y'all brother seen it was this video, this end up, she was talking to her grandmother, probably her great grandmother. She had to be like 80 or 90. And the grandma was like, you 33 years old and you still ain't been married?
Man.
She was like, no, because I don't want to. She like, that's a shame.
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, I mean, I still have fun. I still, you know, I just came back from a trip. She was like, yeah, but you was by yourself. You ain't had no man.
Yeah. You by yourself on this trip? Meaning you paid it for yourself? And it's crazy when you,
I didn't get it now.
you know, when you hear it, the thinking, but the grandma had to.
She trying to put her on game.
Yeah.
And the coldest part, she like, you ain't got no man, you ain't nothing. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, grandma grew up before feminism hit.
Yeah.
So she got them traditional values, man, conservative values.
She just sitting there kikiing, laughing, but she's gonna understand real soon what grandma was talking about.
Yeah.
And it ain't just for you know, paying the bills. We talking about a greater reason that's coming, man, that you gonna need a man.
Because you can't get to your hour shot without it.
Right.
And for you sisters that may not have a man, that do sincerely believe, the Lord gonna put you, he got somebody set up for you. He got somebody, when them times come around, he got somebody set up for you. Okay, so don't worry about that. That's gonna be taken care of. It's the one, but keep increasing in your value and how to keep in mind what the will of the Lord is to line these things up, so when the man come, he can see immediately what the value in you is at. Now, we may come across certain women and we see the value in you, but we can't, it ain't for us. It could be for another brother or for a son or somebody. We don't know. But this is all gonna play itself out beautifully when the Most High starts to really reveal what he's doing to his chosen people, his elect in this time. Okay? Yeah. But for the rest of you, oh man.
The women that take the low right now, they're gonna be salted. They're gonna be rewarded, man.
Yeah, I gotta take the load just like we gotta take the load. Take the load together, and then we get glorified. Later. You know?
It says that a woman that fears the Lord, she shall be praised of all.
Because we're not just shitting on you because we don't like you. Hey, there was a time when we had to get shitted on too. We were way out of pocket.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We had to be rebuked and told.
What do we do when that time came? We repented.
Yeah.
And the repentance is what a lot of these women, they won't do. Going back to your point where you said a lot of these women feel like, I'm good, I'm perfect, I'm all right. Like, no, it's something wrong. It's all our women. It's something in you that's not right. And the Lord, the prophet's here to tell you that so you can fix yourself. So you can, you can acknowledge your offenses, as the scripture says. And when you begin to acknowledge your offenses, you begin to better yourself. You begin to learn from your mistakes. Oh, I did this before with this man. Okay, let me not have this same attitude or react this way with this man. And then it's just
if you can't go, if let alone the prophets of the Lord, right? Because ultimately that's the counsel of the Heavenly Father himself. You can't take counsel from the Heavenly Father through his prophets. You're not taking counsel from other women. You got these female
pearly things and
you got these what do they call them? The women that be counseling these other women. I forget the titles, but even they're having trouble trying to correct these women. You won't listen to the men. You won't listen to the older women that actually were in successful long-term marriages. You won't listen to them. You it's like you won't listen to nobody, and you're just gonna double down on you being perfect.
Right.
You're not listening to the marriage counselors. How much counsel can somebody take from all directions
and
still not listen, don't want to make a change? You still want to divert and point the finger and not take accountability. That lets you know who the problem is.
I said this about Kevin Samuels. When you go back and look at his page, the old stuff he had before them average at best videos or whatever, you watch, what did he do? He spent years counseling men. Get your shit together, get in the gym, clean up, buy better clothes, iron your clothes. Like, he was really showing men how to make themselves more valuable. But once the men became more valuable, now he's like, but we still can't find women. Well, Well, now we got to start talking about the women, because these women see you guys working. They see you doing everything that you're supposed to be a good man.
Yep.
You're getting your mind right. You're getting your wallet right. You're getting your body right. So it's not the problem. Ain't that y'all? It ain't y'all. It's them now.
Right.
Now let's try to fix them. But we see week after week on them shows. I'm a 10. You not a 10. We break down why you're not a 10. Right in your face.
It's a war. It's like they're being bombarded too with so much propaganda
Yep.
and so much
Pedestalized.
the bottles being put into their mouth, but by E, you know.
Yep.
So it takes this water to
They need to fast off of that other stuff.
sober you up,
Yeah.
because they are drunk.
Yeah.
You know, our people are drunk, man. Go ahead.
Isaiah 13 and the NLT. Isaiah 13 and 14. Everyone in Babylon will run about like a hunted gazelle, like a sheep without a shepherd. They will try to find their own people and flee to their own land. Anyone who is captured will be cut down, run through with a sword. Their little children will be dashed to death before their eyes. Their homes will be sacked.
It was the modern day sword, the gun. You're getting shot up out here, man. You know, the houses seized, and little children taken from them, man. It said in the script, dashed to pieces, man. Yeah, it's gonna get that ruthless out here, man.
And you saw that the president just said, hey, we're gonna start having ICE and Border Patrol protect themselves, man. After one or two of them got shot, like, nah, y'all going to protect yourselves, man. Y'all doing a good thing for me. And so go ahead and protect yourselves and go home to your family.
Home raids are gonna start happening, man. You know, and them ICE agents, which is the face.
Yep.
You know, it's gonna be more employees added on, and you know they're gonna have the will to do whatever the fuck they want to do, man. Who the fuck you gonna call? The police?
When they got power over them.
Jurisdiction, yeah.
We was talking about it last night, jokingly, when the brother over here, we was saying to work in an ICE detention, $300,000 a year, man.
Oh yeah.
That's $159.
To be a manager
hour.
in the detention center,
Right.
To be an ICE agent, it would range from like 130
Man,
to one like
Jake living on
170.
30, bro. Let alone 130. Living on 50.
Yeah, nigga, eat another nigga heart for that salary.
Right.
They got that repository heart.
Yeah.
Well, you got our own
Nigga
people
heart, man.
working with them,
Real.
oppressing their own people.
Yeah.
So there ain't no love out here. It'll be your own people
Yep.
that'll come after you, come get you, man.
You ever watch those border patrol shows? It's always it's a car. They got up there, you know, police and Jake, you know, coming over the border.
Yep.
So we know the majority of them is a car. Probably some of these ICE agents. And Esau be the damn, you know, be the lead, because they don't know no Spanish and shit.
Yep.
So they have this man. Yeah, but Jake is fucked up, man. That's why we say the hell with the 2/3, man.
That's why only inside this thing is perfect brotherhood.
Yeah.
Perfect belief, perfect understanding of who your fellow. It's worth dying for brothers that believe. It's not worth dying for somebody, you know, that's trying to they trying to come into America because they think this is a great place, or it's the other one that's trying to keep people out of America because they trying to keep this a great place. Now, when people that know what this place really is and what it really symbolizes, those are the ones that's worth putting your life on the line for. Okay, that's why the New Testament is about the believers, separating the Israelite nation from the believers and non-believers. We get into it. Okay.
Well, but hey, at the end of the day, you know, the Most High is going to start narrowing things down.
Oh yeah.
All right, he's sifting things, but more to it. The way the Heavenly Father is taking away mirth, He's chipping away at your mirth. So all you will have no choice but to think about what's going on around you.
Yep.
You know, it's going to make you finally sit and think.
Consider him.
And consider him. Like the scriptures say in Hosea, I will go and return to my place and hide my face. And until they acknowledge their offenses. All right? And basically, when the affliction comes, that's when you're going to try to seek him. You know? When you start to feel that adversity being stirred up and you being affected by it, that's when you're going to get serious, man. That's when you're going to want to inquire and everything else.
I got you.
Because, hey, the Lord, he's working on your mirth right now. You think you can go out and party and go hit the bar, hit the club, you know, go out and have drinks and play some tables and do you. Hey, right now, like, if you look, like, Vegas is dying. This used to be one of the most lit places on earth.
Especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was one of the most busiest,
We used to love the
sin attracted places on the face of the planet.
We used to love
Tourist
teaching on the
attraction.
strip in the summer.
But you come here now, this shit is dying out.
Well, I don't even drive down the strip across it if I don't have to.
Nope.
I'll just go the long way around just to avoid that. That's
It's top 10 on the homicide list.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vegas, number 7 or 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Crime, the prices of everything.
Yep.
It's up.
You leave your house, it's $100.
Yeah. Just to go
Automatic.
Just to go out the house.
So
Yeah. Imagine flying from one place all the way to here, and literally everything you do is gonna cost you $30 or
I
more.
was gonna say,
easy.
It ain't 20
Parking.
no more, it's 30.
Parking, buying something to drink,
Resort fee.
You
go get something to eat. They're gonna add an extra 10 to 20% gratuity.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And then got the nerve to ask for a tip.
Yep. Yep. Everything.
I'll probably
You know,
I'll probably
your little shows, that's 200 plus or more. All the little entertainment that goes on, that's money. Every is, but you paying for all that, and still have to encounter crackheads, crime.
shit, piss.
Yeah.
And when they're doing all that to escape the realities of what the hell is really going on in this place, you can see that you're paying more for things you're paying probably 50% more for things that you wouldn't have before, but you don't even think about it. You just do it to try to escape the reality of Babylon falling, to try to escape your own misery. You know, let's go to Vegas for a weekend, and
Yeah, you can just
nigga, you just got fired. What did you going to go party for?
Right.
You know,
Motherfuckers getting shot on the strip now.
oh yeah.
People getting popped on the strip.
Yep.
So
That
the
was
tourists,
It used to be the safest place
yeah.
in America.
So the tourism is dying.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. That should make you sit down and really think about what's going on with society right now.
We just talking
Men
about
are
Vegas.
not going to clubs anymore. You go into a modern club right now, there's nothing but women in there, no men. What does that tell you? There's a major change. There's a societal change happening.
Women be dolled up.
Yeah.
And when you know why, and see, men also are educated in this relationship shit now with the manosphere, red pill, that they're realizing that these women are dolled up like that as bait, so they can pay for them. That's what they're in there for. They'll spend their whole check to get their hair, nails did, and all this extra shit, nice dresses, and you know, whatever else, booty popping and all this extra shit to look good for a man to take care of them.
Yeah, because in their
Men
mind,
looking at it ain't a good deal.
in their mind, it's an investment.
Yeah.
Like, let me invest in my outward appearance so I can try to get a man.
Yep.
So I can get whatever. Say a bitch spend 300, she's trying to get that back.
Yep.
And 300 on top of that, or whatever more she can get.
Yep. Trying to get that man that's gonna take care of that rent from now on.
Women don't want to work. They
They
want a free ride.
go to the damn club looking for a lotto ticket. They go to looking for a lotto ticket.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. So I'm mentioning those things because that should really get you to think about what the Lord is doing. All right. There's a shift happening. All All right, we're going from one stage to another. The scriptures talk about there being the beginning of sorrows, and then going into the time of trouble that has not been since the world was. All right, a time of trouble. So all this mirth and all this comfort and all these things that you're used to here in Babylon, the Lord is starting to slowly but surely drag that off from away from you. So you need to consider what the Lord is doing here. All right? The answers is right here in the scriptures. We're going into it. All right? If Vegas, a city like this, is losing attraction, and is losing its economy, that lets you know that there's something is going on.
It's supposed to be that entertainment capital.
Huh?
Hospitality capital.
Hey, the Lord said we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Right.
So something terminal is happening.
Right. Hey, when a store is losing money, and the business, it's not how it used to be. They'll put a banner that says closing soon, man.
And
Going out of business.
What they do? They liquidate.
Yep.
This America's gonna be going out of business soon.
Yep.
You can't see it. Everything's fucking closing down.
They ain't sweeping the floor like they used to.
All these stores are just going out of business.
Like they used to.
You know?
Boy, a lot of stores in LA is boarded up.
Yeah.
Amazon, Walmart, all these different big, what do you call them?
Corporation?
No, like big box stores.
Yeah.
Is taking all that shit over.
Malls are vacant.
Malls, vacant strip
They gonna
malls.
turn those motherfuckers into prisons.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's already set up. You know, they got the gates.
Yeah.
You really look at it, it's a good idea. E. You have some?
I had something real quick. And this is talking about Jake, but you can apply it to Babylon. The joy and Jake in Babylon too. The joy of our heart, this is Lamentations 5 and 15. The joy of our heart is ceased. Our dance is turned into mourning.
Yep. I got something. Matter of fact, before you even break it down, let me hit
got it.
this. Ecclesiastes 7. I'm gonna start up at let's start at 3. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. Meaning you've already considered how bad it's about to get, and you're preparing yourself for Jacob's trouble, for bad time, for an evil day. Right? It says the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. You know, and people coming here with foolish mentality, you know, thinking it's about to get better. Hey, some of y'all should have just stayed in LA and waited on the earthquake, man, or the tsunami or whatever was coming for that place. It might have been better than coming here, you know.
You read verse 2?
I did not read verse 2.
Ecclesiastes 7, right?
Yeah, I read verse 2.
Yeah.
It says, verse 2 says, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
So it would behoove you, you know, to consider the time that you're in. Now we read it last night. You know how Jake is they're hypocrites because they can't discern the signs of the times, understanding, you know, where we at right now, man. But it would behoove you to listen to these men that's out there giving you this warning, to know like this ain't the time to be playing and, you know, just comfortable right now. This is the time to get yourself right, man.
Mm-hmm. It says, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lead to his heart. Those that want to live, they're going to start considering these things. Hey, that will to live, man, is something strong, that hope. Okay, when you catch this word and it's really in you, you start realizing, I have hope, but I got to attend to the things of life.
Yeah.
You know, I got to attend to the things that prove my hope, my expectation of continuing to live under any circumstances. A lot of you jakes have already thrown the towel in. You like really dry bones walking around dead zombie. You come to Vegas like, fuck it. I just got fired and I got laid off. I might as well let it ride.
Yep,
Just have one more good time.
Run this credit card up.
Yep.
I ain't gonna pay it anyway.
Yep.
You know, like that spirit of no hope. You know, you got to know.
And they be quick to say, cry now, laugh now, cry later. But that's not what the scriptures say. It says, woe unto you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep.
Yeah. But it's really a cry now, laugh later.
Right.
It's what we're really hoping on. You know, well, it ain't even a cry, but it is. It is. It's a lamentation.
Yeah. We know.
Crying out for
We know what's going
what's
to happen.
coming.
It's just a matter of time. We know that the Lord is going to destroy this place. We know that we're going to see the fall of our enemies. You know, we know these things. We have faith in the scriptures, in the book, in the prophecies. It's just a matter of time of it happening. The Lord gave us the signs, which are the prophecies, that these things come past when we can see them. See, the world don't see it. You know, a nigga could go and, you know, and see the cashless kiosk, and can't even put it together. Not even with the scriptures. They can't even see, like, oh damn, this is, I used to put cash in here. Now I just got to swipe my phone. A nigga say, oh, that's cool. You know, but not knowing that, yo, that's prophecy. That eventually you ain't gonna be swiping your phone no more. You're gonna be swiping your hand. You know. And
they missed the point of the control of that adding to the system. In the system, it's a form of control that's what the cashless society is doing. Okay, even before it gets into your hand, they're gonna monitor everything you do, and they're talking about this carbon footprint. They're gonna say, "No, you don't need Cheetos. You need fruit." But we only got GMO fruit in the store. But matter of fact, you can't get nothing till you go get jabbed.
There's no more milk. You need this roach milk.
Yep.
Yes.
You got more protein anyway. Don't worry about the taste. We've added vanilla flavor.
Jake don't realize that their slavery is just being transformed into a digital slavery. All right. All these pilot programs, this new crypto bill, everything is digital so that they can have the digital oversight, digital surveillance. That they can trace any activity, any financial activity that you're involved in. Nothing will ever be under the table. Stable coin, that's the latest.
Yes, stable coin is gonna, in their mind, replace Bitcoin, because you can, and it's gonna be the standard because you can control it. They can control it.
Yep.
They can't control Bitcoin and different altcoins. They can control the standard coin because they have the access to it. They know what transactions going here and there. You know.
Palantir putting it all nice and tight together to where they can look at all of it at once.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, eventually they're gonna control Bitcoin.
Yeah.
They're gonna control cryptocurrency when they come out with that mark of the beast. That chip. Because the chip gonna be, you know, you're gonna use that for verification just to even get on the internet.
It's multi-use.
Yeah. Identity.
Yeah.
They need it for identity purposes.
Credit, health.
But the main use,
transactions.
That's the main use. Financial transactions is its main purpose, but it's going to be used for all these different other.
All these services are going to be intertwined through the system.
This shit gonna be a dystopian, man. You think this levels to hell? This is already hell, but the heat gonna be turned up even more. Because you think this is bad right now? Once they get this shit going, it's gonna be worse. You really gonna hate it. Okay? It's gonna be the haves and the have-nots. The elite and everybody else. Fucking living on crumbs.
Fighting over all the resources.
That's what they got planned for the world.
Like that movie Elysium.
Yep. They're gonna have all of, they had to have a certain chip. Well, I don't remember how they had it. It was like a scan something to be able to get into the ship to go up there. To be able to get healed, and you have to have certain residency and credits or whatever up there.
You're not gonna just be marked and then live in luxury.
Right.
That's just for you to get fucking canned food and some welfare.
To survive.
And pursuing the Revelation 16, that mark, that chip gonna give you cancer. That grievous sort.
And like that's why Elysium was good, because they had it where you go up there, you can get healed, and it was AI healing you. Robots and AI scan you. Oh, you got problems. Let's go ahead and start injecting.
That was the left hand miracle of the beast.
You think medicine is expensive right now? Going to a doctor's expensive? No, that shit's only for them.
Hey, Big Beautiful Bill taking that away.
Yeah, it's only for them.
Medicaid. Shit.
Yeah.
You gotta have money to get a doctor, to go to a doctor nowadays.
Have
man.
you ever went into the hospital under an emergency and like got treatment because you didn't have any coverage?
Coverage. Yeah,
And then you get a
insurance.
bill like, whoa, all I did was have an x-ray.
$5,000 for an ambulance?
Yeah, that's $5,000 for the ambulance, another $2,000
For the CAT scan?
for the x-ray. Like,
Yeah.
damn, I ain't even got no medicine yet.
You got multiple bills.
Man.
This
Temperature
doctor,
check.
this doctor,
Yeah.
this lab fee. You got all this shit.
And all that was being covered by Medicaid and all of that. Now that that's being cut, you can't even, don't even consider coming up here. Matter of fact, I went in the Sunrise the other day, and they got scanners. If you don't have a reason to come in here, you can't even come in here. Who you visiting or what's wrong with you? They ask me at the door.
And you better have your shit ready too.
Yeah, ID and the whole nine. That's gonna be
Oh,
the
yeah,
real
I
ID
seen that.
or the scan.
I seen that scanner up there.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
So there's gonna be a lot of death out here
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
People just trying to tough it out at the house.
There's gonna
Didn't
be-
they say if I go get all the rubber tussin off the shelf, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, nah, man. This world that they got planning for us, it ain't gonna be nothing nice. All right, this man is done. He's going out. So hey, he's ready. He's turning up the heat. You know, cause he knows that time is short. He's done playing with you, make you believe that you can do something here.
That's why it says in I think he was reading Isaiah the 13th chapter. Somebody's reading it. I think that brother might have been reading it. When you go back into that chapter, it tells you that that the people gonna go back to their own country because they were like, "What am I here for?
Yeah, Isaiah
everything
13.
everything I was here for, I can't accomplish no more. This shit's too expensive." That guy. Joe
Somebody
Ford,
get it actually.
Yeah.
Were you still reading Isaiah 13?
Yeah.
It's also
Oh, that was you reading
Jeremiah
it. Somebody reading it.
51. Jeremiah 51.
Yep.
Let every man flee to his own country.
Isaiah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
And really, to be honest though, because even though what they're setting up in Babylon is what it's going to be, but it's going to be a worldwide structure.
Oh yeah.
You ain't going to escape it no matter where you go to. But the thing is, the Lord is basically saying for the message to the heathens that are here, you might want to leave Babylon because of the end judgment that's going to partake on Babylon. If you don't flee Babylon now while you can, you're going to get caught up in her plagues. You're going to get caught up in that destruction, the nuclear destruction. But you should already see the writing on the wall now. With all these nations, they tuning America out. Fuck your sanctions. We're going to trade with each other. Fuck your petrodollar. We got an alternative. And we're developing our nuclear arsenal to defend ourselves if you try to come at us. And we're going to band together against you.
Right.
So you should see the writing on the wall at this point. The valuing of the currency here, the societal aspect of it is deteriorating. All right, the division is increasing even more. It's breaking everything about the society. Is systematically breaking down.
The morale is.
The morale
Morally bankrupt.
is terrible. You should see all the signs of a decaying empire here in America, because it happened during the first Rome. This is just Rome 2.0. And it's falling like it did back then. All right,
I got a quick precept.
go ahead.
This is Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
Yep.
What's the saying
I got another one.
about history? He that dang, how's it go? Is destined to repeat it. He that you know the one I'm thinking of. He that doesn't follow history or something like that.
Destined to
Fails
repeat.
to take heed to history.
Is that something like that? Is destined to repeat it. That's
Yeah.
why you got to get into this, man. This book is a history book also, but it's a past, present, and future
Right.
book. Which what book can do that? And future, you know?
Like Dave Boy, Big Rings, he said, "You think you seeing some new shit out here?"
Yeah.
Everybody's doing that same shit back in the ancient world, man.
Yeah.
Same shit they doing now, man.
the things written before time were
Ecclesiastes 1 and 9 in the NLT. History merely repeats itself. It has all been done before. Nothing under the sun is truly new. Yep. Verse 10, sometimes people say here is something new, but actually it is old. Nothing is ever truly new.
Right. So this technological tower of Babel that is being built, it's the same thing. It's Call of Duty with a new skin, man. Nuketown with a new skin. You know, it's been done before. And the Lord, every time he looked upon down here what was happening, he got the he got his messengers. He got the report. Hey, they doing the same shit, man. The same shit that they were doing back in the day. So, hey, the Lord is about. He's gonna bring the judgment upon the world.
That's why the Lord kept saying, as in the days of Noah, as in the days of Lot. This is pretty much a repeat.
Same thing.
Same perverseness, perversion.
For Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember, memorial, remember, go together.
Yep. It's like back when he brought that the flood. He said the thoughts of every man was evil continuously. Was only evil continually. The same gonna be in this time. And nobody's reverencing the Lord. Nobody's fearing the Lord. It's
no fear.
It's no fear in the world no more.
This is the only fear. If you're sincerely doing this is the only fear.
The fact that we were able to actually awake, and see it. Oh man, that's a blessing, because we were asleep once upon a time. We were dead, spiritually dead. I didn't know nothing, man. I didn't know what was happening in the world. I didn't have a care. But once I started seeing into the actual conditions of this place, and why my life such a hell, I started asking questions. And then I
begin to get weaned from the milk.
Yeah, I had a seal. We know you, Jake, got sealed. We know you believe in a higher power. It's just a matter of having discernment and going to the right people to get understanding as to why the things are the way they are right now.
What you can do to get salvation.
How to escape.
But that takes for you to not procrastinate. Right, like it says in Sirach 5, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord and putting out off day to day. Because the Lord he can destroy you in a time of your security. Where you think everything is all good and is going well for you, and then out of nowhere, sudden judgment can happen.
I got one that goes with that.
Yep.
This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. It says, for man also knoweth not his time.
Man, you don't know. You do not know your time, man. And you don't know, like, the Lord he can leave it to where it seemed like you just here to stay, like you good, you just here, you here, but the Lord can preserve you too. He could preserve you to a particular day and you have no idea. Like some of you dudes that bucked up against this thing and you went back into the world and fell out, you're still alive. You're probably still living, your life and doing whatever it is that you thought was necessary, or you trying to fulfill whatever lust that you had. You want to get that out of the way because you know that eventually this place is gonna get destroyed. But you're not in fear that the Lord is just preserving you for that final moment.
He ain't forgot.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. For what is the end thereof?
Exactly.
You know better.
Yep.
It's like the Lord's thinking. You went out and prophesied in my name, and you proclaim this truth, and now you're not doing it no more.
Yeah.
And you turn your back on the plow. You go back into the world. You try to live your best life.
Like the gorilla.
Yeah. Yep. You think I forgot? Like, you didn't go have to pay for that? I gave you a portion of my spirit.
Hey, there's no with the route that gorilla is taking. Really, after that sin that he committed, there's pretty much no turning back. Like you're done.
As well.
There's no like. That's it. And now that you announcing that you're no longer gonna basically partake in the ministry because you're offended that Jake got on your fucking head top. So now you're finna go to the next grift and make your money and try to live your life and live this, you know, Hebrew celebrity Crip lifestyle that you think you about to have, bro. There's no coming back after that. You're drawn back to perdition, destruction. It's over with. And I don't see how you can't really like fear.
It has to be a divine blinding that you have to have over you, because he's sitting there acknowledging this stuff. He's sitting there. He said, "Hey, it ain't up to me. It's the Most High. You know, the Most High is the boss. You know, I just work here. You know, so you acknowledging that the Lord chose. He redirected your path, but you don't understand that it's for destruction.
He knows the scriptures about those that turn their back on.
He knows all that.
All that. He knows enough scriptures to know that
he's gonna get fucked up.
Gonna get fucked.
Sometimes
he knows the judgments of the Lord.
And this all becomes, this all became the way he is now, bug out, because he ain't cut his hair when he was a person.
Yeah, that's what started. Yes.
Pride.
Rebellious spirit. Yeah.
Because you gotta cut your hair to observe the Passover.
Pride, bro.
You know, he didn't want to cut his hair, so he got kicked out. So he just got worse and worse.
Yep.
You know,
First hand account.
I hold on. Let me finish this.
Yeah.
It says in Ecclesiastes 9:12, for man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare. So are the sons of man snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them.
You never see it coming. Like this dude, he made this announcement, like the world just needs to know. Like he's that important of a person that the world just needs to know that he's finna take a different direction. Completely narcissistic. But you don't know your time, homie. You can claim that you finna do all these things, and then tomorrow the Lord can smoke your ass. He can easily do that. He didn't even say, Lord willing, I'm going to do this or do that. Not once in that video.
I'm gonna do me.
Yeah. I said, you're going to see some hood stuff. You're going to see some debates. You're going to see me dealing with some bitches. I'm going to be talking to females.
I ain't changed since I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
He said
That was a lot of pride, man.
Nah, he's been gangbanging since 9. Stop it.
So you can say, you could profess that you finna do all these things, but what did the brother just read? That's why the scriptures say, envy not the glory of a sinner, for you know not what his end shall be. You know, because you really, once you leave the path like that, you're turning to sin. Because you don't have your Yahushua no more. Once you put the plow down, that's it.
All you had going for you is that you was an obedient worker.
Yep.
Not that he was when he was, when he was teaching.
Yep.
But dang.
And now all those soldiers and officers or whatever, all those different dudes, they just left abandoned now.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
You just left the sheep. That's exactly what a hireling would do.
Yep.
So now they finna scatter.
Yep.
Now you finna see more splitter groups.
Yep.
You know, more. They finna come up with a new logo, with a new uniform shirt, new with whatever color, and now they finna, they probably gonna continue to teach what he was teaching, but probably switch it up. So now we gotta cuss them out.
Yeah, who the leaders now?
Yeah. Now they finna move self-will because they had a horrible rendition of a leader who didn't know how to take correction, who didn't know how to lead.
The whole leadership in that church crumbled, man.
It's over with.
Genesis got about.
Because all three of them are proud as fuck. Damn.
He was their high priest.
Yeah. And Hassad and Hakar, they were his underlings.
Yep.
So it's not a surprise that them dudes are starting to spiral out. Now all of a sudden the 2/3, that's not talking about here in America.
Right.
So the Lord's going to transport them over to the other side of the world so he could just drop them in a fire. There's going to be fire over here. Why would he need to transport them somewhere else for the fire?
How's it taking them there, man? By way of chariot?
Right.
Still in sinful flesh? What precept is that?
Come on, man.
That's the point. What precept is that?
You know where they went? Isaiah 66.
Bro.
Oh, because it's right there. Stop.
No.
What?
We're basically saying that you're going to have all these Israelites that's going to be carried on asses and camels, and they're going to be brought with offerings and gifts to the land. But I'm trying to figure out where in that
It's the two
verse is the 2/3 are going to be put in fire somewhere.
But the fire comes up around the 16th verse in that chapter.
Yeah.
But that's
we know the context. That's my point.
that's before that.
Yeah.
The Lord's going to come back and he's going to destroy and devour all these wicked niggas.
But
And then he's going to bring the elect that's scattered,
right.
and they're going to be brought back into the land.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why he's trying to use that, because the people that don't know is the only ones going to want to hear that. We know that ain't how that go. The common sense answer you just gave was clear. If this is the lake of fire, or you got to
They
explain
saying
what the
that
lake of fire
they
is.
saying the lake of fire
You gotta explain that.
is from the land of Basra all the way up into Megiddo.
It's like a river.
It's like a river,
Yeah, yeah.
and the fire is going to be burned from there up into that.
Oh yeah,
land, man.
I forgot they did try
Remember
to
that?
call it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
They
know.
tried to say it was a
They
lake.
spun it like
3
that.
weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember that. So now,
They tried to stretch a river into a lake.
yeah, and we went into that. The river's not a lake. It's two
Yeah,
totally
it's
different
two
things.
different things. But then I remember, because Hakai, he teaches that the mark is going to be ushered from Babylon, from America. Because they start, when they talk about the mark of the beast, they like to start up where it talks about the beast that rose with 2 horns like a lamb but spoke as a dragon, talking about America. And then down, you keep reading down, and then it talks about the mark.
Yeah.
So he been teaching that the mark is basically going to be here in America. But what is the judgment for if you take it?
Right.
You're going to die in what? The lake of fire.
Yep.
So would not America be the lake of fire? Idiot.
Right.
This shit is simple to understand, but
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
simple to the
yeah,
what it say? It's
plain.
simple to the it's plain to the
Holy.
To the holy.
but to the
Stumbling blocks to the wicked.
Yep. Here it is.
Simple, man.
Got a quick precept.
Yep.
It's Sirach 26 and verse 28. There be 2 things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry.
Yep.
A man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by, and one that return from righteousness to sin.
Yep.
The Lord prepared such an one for the sword.
And you know that's how it go. He might be he the way he's buttered it up in his video. He made it seem like, no, I'm still going to be in the faith. I'm still going to believe that I'm an Israelite. I'm still going to believe in Yahushua, but I'm just taking a different direction now. Nah, this is just you packaging it up. You're trying to package it up to make it seem like you're still going to be in the faith and still going to be in the truth. But basically, you just going to dip off. Nah, usually when niggas dip off, you dipping off back into that world. Hey, a nigga that used to be in your camp, and he left you and came to us and was in our camp. He did the exact same thing. And he fell out and went completely back into the world.
Then the general, how to do that? He went into the world, then he came back.
He went down to the Caribbean or some shit
Yeah.
like that for some years. They said he got into some freaky shit down there and had to flee and come back to America,
Yeah.
allegedly. But that's normally what happens. Cause hey, when you say you finna go out and do your own thing, you no longer have the guardianship of elders. You don't have a brotherhood, brothers to fall back on. You don't have nobody to counsel with. You just finna do everything. When you by yourself, that's when Satan really got the advantage.
Somebody get it in Ecclesiastes. Was that 4?
But you know you got rejected, and that's why you're stating your removal from the ministry. Your ass got casted away, man. You a castaway.
Yep.
That's what happened.
His own lips testify against him, and his own mouth condemns him. He
That's it.
said it himself. I'm unlimited now.
Yep.
What the fuck do that mean?
Yeah, unlimited.
What did that
nigga.
mean?
He's an unlimited nigga now.
I could be as niggerish as I want.
I don't have to hide it anymore.
Yep. Because he
I don't
said,
have to pretend.
he said on camera, but off the camera, I was always this way. People that around me know, like it was an honorable thing. There ain't no honor in that.
No, I mean, that's basically showing you fake.
Yep.
You know,
If you unlimited now, I wouldn't doubt if you got some freaky links, some you know how you got the different links, the Patreon and all that shit. I wouldn't doubt if you got some kind of
Go watch
secret
me.
links.
Go watch me on get my OnlyFans.
You want that
to the
special
Patreon
content.
to
If
get
he want to get pegs, he ain't got to worry about it getting out no more.
No. It's out there.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That maybe that's what he mean too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe.
I think.
I ain't got to worry about it getting, blasted in front of Israel, and
He didn't
now
feel no
I got to
shame
hear
about it.
ISUPK and GMS
He didn't feel no shame
and all these
about
other
having
camps
that-
getting
them
on my
thoughts.
ass.
He said,
You
I'm
know?
just me.
He didn't feel no shame about having them thoughts. No shame. I have to rebuke the devil. None of that.
Hey, if all Israel empathized with him, would he have continued? Would he have made this move? If brothers didn't get on him and everybody empathized with him instead and gave him a pass, even though that's something you can't really forgive.
We just prayed for him like the other dude was saying.
niggas say fast for him.
Fast.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That nigga, he would have came back super proud like nothing happened. It was because he got humiliated and brothers got on his fucking head and he got exposed. His pride and ego got hurt. Now that character has been broken up. You know? So now he knows that there's no more money in it. So he has to take his his code of personality elsewhere to a new audience that he can deceive. You know?
They don't hear that bullshit.
Yep.
They won't judge him.
But I don't think it's gonna work for him because
ain't gonna work.
everybody know who you are now. You know, you gotta try to find a new audience, and that's just gonna lead him more into perdition.
And then eventually the Lord's going to bring judgment upon him.
That's the part.
Yep. Go ahead.
But was you in the middle of yours or who was reading?
You gotta do it.
This is Luke 14:28. For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether ye have sufficient finish it?
You balling out already.
Least happily after he have laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish.
Man. Yeah. You started this whole Sakari thing. You took this Hebrew moniker, this character that you done built up off of a unbeliever, by the way. An unbeliever gave you your moniker. You know? And you shot this to stardom over that. Then to come to find out, the gorilla is chief priest. You know, nobody can disagree with him because it's a sin if you disagree with him. He perfect in the law.
He don't see it.
He don't sin. You know. Hey, you deserve to get mocked. All these videos coming out, yeah, you deserve that, man.
What you wanted. He wanted that attention.
Come.
And
That's how you gonna get it.
He put his title in that latest video he did, how he put his title. Oh, the really Hebrew claims he's no longer Hebrew Israelite. You want attention. You knew you was gonna get rebuked for it. But eventually you gonna get the attention that you want, but it's not gonna be. It's to your benefit.
Yeah.
I got some.
You got it.
Sirach 34 and 25. He that washeth himself after the touching of a dead body, if he touch it again, what availeth his washing?
Didn't
So-
he get baptized too?
Like Christian.
Shit, I mean, he was. When you come into this thing,
You're baptized when you come into the truth. Yeah.
You know, the word is going to cleanse you.
Yeah.
It says, so is it with the man that fasteth for his sins, and goeth again and doeth the same.
And the fact that he admitted that he was always the same nigga, he literally admits that basically he was never really truly born again. He was always the same dude.
He never put off the old man.
Huh? So you really never changed.
You never repented.
Yep.
Yep.
Right here. It says, it says, so is it with the man that fasteth for his sins and goeth again and doeth the same.
Yep.
Who will hear his prayer? Or what does his humbling profit him?
Ooh.
Clearly, the best example of a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
he was always. I was always a wolf. You return his word, said I never changed. He said I was always a wolf. But, you know, when the camera came on, I threw on the sheep's clothing, and I was one of the sheep. But when I was off camera, or when I was in the movement, you know, I was a sheep. But now I can come and be me. Now I can be all of me. I go back to being a wolf.
Yep.
He wasn't lying when he said it.
So, dang, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
Hey,
said what
Available.
about his humbling.
I'll read it again.
What good is his humbling?
Yep.
You know,
It's gonna-
and he ain't even humble.
Right.
That's the thing. He ain't even humble.
You
Yeah.
might as well, not to say that we're telling you to do it, but you might as well keep eating all the shit you was eating before.
Bro.
Why'd you clean up your diet and you might as well, I'm saying to do it.
Hey, Yahweh Shah said, I'd rather you be cold than to be lukewarm.
Yeah.
Just go be the nigga that you want to be.
Man.
Yeah, that's what you do. that's what y'all was trying to tell them.
He's polluted, man.
Be beat with fewer stripes. You're gonna get to see them lashes.
He gonna get beat with many
Yep.
because he knew.
Bro, all it takes for you to humble down. Because hey, the Lord don't want to see you get smoked.
No. Somebody real quick.
You know, he's giving you plenty of time.
Man, he's giving this dude weight, bro.
Yeah, there's a scripture.
For as
bro.
long as he's been fucking up, since he came into this thing, the Lord was very long suffering with that guy. It's very. There's so much shit that you brothers don't even know about. Like, I'm talking like in the Z know, this brother know, Shaquat know. This dude done did some dirt, bro. He did some wickedness, man. For him to act like now that he's above the Hebrew Israelites and you know the fact that he's behaving this way, this attitude, you got some freaking nerve, man. You got some freaking nerve. Cause you've been fucking up the whole time. And you was and every once in a while you was still giving chances.
Yep.
You lucky the Lord didn't struck you down when you had that Passover in 2021. And you tried to play fake humble then, and then your true color showed when you got rebuked.
Yep.
You was calling those HODC elders
Yep.
your elders at the time.
Yep.
And when they told you to step down and basically chill out, don't even go out there, you bucked up against that council and said basically fuck you.
So who will you listen to? He also got shot at.
Yeah.
Him and Assad,
Mm-hmm.
they got shot at. In the law, it speaks about a rebellious child.
Yep.
You know, after so many
admonishments.
admonishments,
Yep.
that child don't want to listen. He don't want to listen to the father. He don't want to listen to the council. And then you tell the city. It's like, okay.
Put it down. You got that one scripture
Yep.
right quickly. Quote it.
Proverbs
This has been his. This is have his picture next to this scripture. We've read this so many times over so many years about this guy.
Man.
You know the one.
Right, and the fact that he's been addressed this whole time, corrected, that's love.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's still love, because the Lord could easily have the apostles and the elders ignore your ass, man.
I think that's what's about to happen. Completely.
It gets to a point.
The Apostle Tahar, he already washed his hands with it.
Yes.
He already said what he had to say. He said, basically, if I'm you, I would get my house in order. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Prepare for death.
Prepare for it, man. Get your house in order. That's Tahar saw my video and he put that in my in my comment section. He said, I don't even want him to say nothing else about this. I already said what I had to say. You know. And that was basically what he said. Prepare your house. Get your house in order.
How many times?
Well, Apostle Tahar saying that, you know it's a wrap. Because him, of all people, he was giving you the most mercy out of everybody.
He was like,
Shit about Apostle Talk.
Could have easily dismissed you a long time ago.
The other apostles, they was cussing him out, letting him have it. They was done with him. Apostle Tahar was still trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. You can turn this around, man. It'll be all right. He was like, Apostle, stop giving this nigga hope. He ain't gonna listen. And this is what it is. You'll read that right quick.
You want me to start right at
At
29?
the 29:1, yep.
29 and 1?
Yep.
There's
Proverbs 29 and verse 1. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy.
There we go.
Like the brother said, it started with, he won't even cut that damn hair.
Like
Now
you can't grow back.
Now you cussing out Apostle Paul and saying that he ain't authoritative because you don't want to cut your hair.
Yep.
You'll use him to tell the woman, hey, be in your place. Because a woman's supposed to be silent in the churches.
Yeah, the order first.
The order. Yeah. You'll bring that out, but then you go down some verses and it says, okay, but you know it's a shame for a man to have long hair.
Get cherry picked, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm a, what did he say? I'm a Nazarite.
I'm a Nazarite. Yeah, but you got to drink the yayan on the Passover. You know? It's about that time. But finish that verse and then we could close up.
You're not gonna hit them other ones that you
What was?
you had Isaiah 13 and Jeremiah 51. That's all right. I'm just
Yeah, that's it. We turned a whole new.
I got it real quick. Hebrews 10 and verse 26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins, but a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries.
Yeah, that's it.
Simple words. Get your house.
Get your house in order. You know? Yeah. You know, so
Yeah, what else? And then else we said.
we gonna
said it
continue
all.
to move forward, man. Lord will, we endure unto the end. You know, I pray that all of us endure unto the end. All right. So with that, we're gonna give all honor, all praise, and glory to Yahweh. Devil understood the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. We're gonna say shalom. Shalom.
Spirit moves.
Huh?
Things fall into the hands of the
Yeah.
living power.